Alrighty. Hello everybody and welcome to Saturday's stream of RogueTech. And today will be the final episode of Sledge's Hammers, because we have finally completed Starburst's campaign, and so as all good things must finally come to an end, so too will Sledge's Hammers, but we're going to go out hopefully with a bang and have a little bit of fun with things here. When we meet next time, next Saturday, we shall be on version 0.998. Hopefully, cross your fingers. There's release candidates out, but it's not officially released. But when it does, we'll be there. And hopefully it'll be in time for Monday. Otherwise, I don't know what I'm going to do for that episode. But that's neither here nor there for now. Let us check out to see how we are doing. Quick check of the mech bay to see who's up, who's down, and who's in pieces. Hello Raider, welcome to the stream. We're just about to get started here, doing a quick pass through to check out what's going on. Ah yes, we had recently gotten the White, which is packing quad medium lasers. It's basically playing a fast jumpy Jenner, which is not a terrible concept. Then we have the Sentinel, which unfortunately has fallen a little bit out of capability. It's not particularly fast or maneuverable, but hey, it did a good job while the run was going. We have our Enforcer, which is still racking its AC-20, although if I'm not mistaken, this Enforcer is supposed to have, yes, a prototype Gauss rifle, so the moment we find one, we're going to throw it on there. The Jenner is, well, it's a Jenner. It's got medium pulse lasers and a heavy laser, and I'd like to get an even bigger heavy laser on that one, or multiple heavy lasers. And, of course, our Crab, which is doing fine. And a quick check of our mech warriors, make sure everybody is mostly alive and or kicking. Sledge is banking.
Ready for orders.
Sunfish is definitely banking. Whisper is... I'll probably keep banking, although we could go for the call job bonus. She does drive the Jenner, doesn't she? Or does she? Doesn't matter. Maybe if the new patch is now, you could run a special episode with Starburst one last time. I kind of want to end it. I kind of want to be finished there. If we would do another episode without the patch being out, we'll probably do an episode with Voodoo and go back to him. Just for a little bit, see if we can't find a flashpoint or something like that. Or, I suppose what I could do is I could run an episode of Battlefleet Gothic. But since it would be a special episode, I'd want to make sure that it was something good, so I'll have to test out the game before that happens. Alright, let's find a mission for our people. We obviously do not take ambush convoys. They do not go well for us, especially not when you're fighting clan vehicles. Defend the base. Those have become somewhat problematic. Lots of clan forces and lots more defend the base. There is a supply line mission against clan units at a 2 skull. 2.5 against clans. And now we're starting to get into the really rough stuff. So 2.5 base defense against unknown. Huh. That might be one worth taking over there. We could do lost supplies, ambush convoy, no, battle. Directored colors, 2.5 skull. We are good on cash. 2 of 9 though. We'll take this as a money. We'll take it as a money sink. Start off with a little bit of cash, and yeah. So we've got Sledge and oh wait, the White used to have something, and we changed it, didn't we? I don't remember if we actually ever finished the White, but we're going now. Enough talk. We are dropping down on the planet, taking a 2.5 skull battle in the Badlands, where things are going to be extra hot and toasty with our 2 skull lance. Hopefully things will turn out all right. I think they can. Now, did we ever finish modifying the White? That'll be the real question, because if I recall correctly, last week we put the White into battle and the thing nearly blew up from toasting itself. Jumping plus trying to shoot weapons did not work out very well with it. So I did see 4 medium lasers, which dropped it down, so I'm assuming we dumped, I think, a large pulse? Yeah, I want to say that we dumped a large pulse and replaced it with 4 medium lasers, which is the same heat, but it's a little bit more manageable in terms of getting some damage out rather than none at all. Also, it's a lot lighter. Yeah, it was too hot. An absolute toaster if there was one. Alright, let's drop down to the planet and see what kind of havoc we can cause. Ooh, interesting. We don't do this map all that often. Alright, it's probably a trap, so let's go spring it. And I want to take... Ooh, the White, or... We're going to take the White, I think. Ooh, it's not particularly fast, or at least not as fast as I thought it was. 3.5, that should be good enough. And we'll keep it down low, that way if needed we can bounce up over to the top. And out front to do a little bit of dodge tanking, which... Wow, we're not going to be able to dodge tank moving forward because of the way that the sight rules and the stealth armor changed. That's going to be interesting to see what sort of new techniques will come up. Maybe we'll have to start building melee mechs. So we're going to drop down all the way to the bottom, since nobody's actually showing up. And alright, let's get everybody on the move. Whisper, get sprinting up top. 3.5 skull, or 3.25. Pips of evasion, rocket and rolling there.
I'm receiving you.
The Enforcer to attempt to follow in all of its slow glory. It's not incredibly slow. It's not as slow as the Vindicator was. And, oh, I want to get you up top. But there's also a mineral field I can work with that. So we'll run straight forward. I'm also looking forward to the new mechs. All of the new mechs and mechs models. Alright, reinforcements are already on the field. A bit unfortunate. We're in a relatively good position. We're going to drop down, let them come to us. If we can get everybody to leap on top of them at the same moment, we might be able to cause an absolute metric ton of damage, and that is the goal for us. Okay, drop down to the assault phase, and so let's get our Jenner on the move, see if we can't take a peek, and we can. We're going to have a line of sight of both targets. We got all 4 reinforcements and the initial group of the primary target. We're looking at an Urban Mech, a Cattle Master, a Cicada. There was one other. What's the number 4? Number 4 is a Hunchback 4J. He's the only actual okay, I can't say that. There is an Urban Mech with an AC-20 on the field, so, yeah. Could you put that log tom on the Marauder 2C? I did not think of that. I should check that at some point. I still have the save file. I mean, I haven't gotten rid of everything. Let's hit this Urban Mech. See if he can't take his head off. Ooh, it's unfortunate that we missed the heavy laser, because otherwise that probably would have ripped him to pieces. So he is unsettled, no longer quite as happy with his current situation as he thought that he was. Hunchback moving forward, has a shot on the Jenner. The Jenner is incredibly nimble and evasive. And not a single one touched. Lovely. Also, it's not a Marauder 2C, it's just a Marauder 2. There is a bit of a difference between the two. The Marauder 2 is basically an Inner Sphere Marauder that got beefed up, whereas a Marauder 2C is an Inner Sphere Marauder completely rebuilt as a clan mech. So Paladin not able to get a shot, but that was to be expected. He won't be around until next turn. Cicada rolling forward, opening fire with... Oh, it's the PPC Cicada. That's a pretty good one, actually. I like it. PPCs are a fantastic weapon system. It's just they're so gosh darn hot. Will I be able to get Sledge in on this? I don't really think so. Ooh, I can't get indirect fire going down. Unfortunately, I don't think we ever swapped out those the hot-loaded ammo in the MMLs. Nope. 2.5, but we're going to fire anyway. No point not to. We have more than enough ammunition, I feel. Or maybe not. Didn't we take out half a ton? Ooh, maybe I should start conserving these for actual shots. Alright, enemy on the move. We've only got one more mech left. Primary target is a rolling forward, but we don't have anything other than that. Let's get... a sprint could see that, or a leap could generate an absolute... We just can fly, baby! Oh, this sweat is ridiculous. This would toast us up quite nicely. What would be our chances of hitting anybody? Surprisingly great. Okay, leap. Look at that jump. Just the distances involved here. That's lovely. We are going to go slightly over the line to do this, but that's perfectly okay. I mean, oh, that's beautiful. That's everything I wanted it to be. So basically, we've got 2 Jenners now engaging the Urban Mech, but one can basically fly across half a map. If we don't leap, we might actually be able to do that again. Ooh, AC-20 round going out, not able to touch anybody. Lovely. Very happy to see that. And he's on the move because he's an ace pilot. That's what you want to do in war. You want to put your best pilot in the Urban Mech. Sprint up to speed. Can I get a high shot? I can get the high shot. I'm just a little bit worried about showing my behind to him. So let's see if we can't get a little bit lower. So this will be 3.5. Can't get 3.5 while covering. Lovely. Okay, I do want you, Mr. Urban Mech. Over off terrain, but I'm not feeling all that in trouble about it. And light into the Urban Mech. We want to take his AC-20 out of the fight, even though we're attacking the side that it's not on. But hey, there it goes. Completely torn apart. Lovely. Urban Mech's out of the fight. AC-20 is gone. Next biggest danger, I kind of want to say it's the Hunchback. I suppose a Cattle Master too, but Cattle Master can't touch me! But no, the Hunchback is probably the most dangerous. The Cicada has a PPC, which is a lot of high pinpoint, but that Hunchback, it's got a lot of lasers on board.
What's up, boss?
Can you get a shot on somebody? You can. I think we're going to sprint as well. Get ourselves up to speed, get ourselves to 3 pips of evasion. Lovely.
Understood.
Now that does mean we're not shedding our bit of instability, but that's fine, because we're hoping not to get shot at. We got to shut off 3 lasers to drop down underneath, but that's okay. We have no problems with that. I'm going to fire on the Hunchback. Yeah, good hit. He's also pretty low on armor, so he should be vulnerable as we move forward. And the Hunchback's on the move, trying to get a good angle shot. He will shoot at the white and miss every single one of those lasers. I am very much the happy customer at this point. And he's starting to get a little bit up there in heat. Not that we can really capitalize on it. Got a really nice shot here with Paladin with his AC-20. So let's line up the Enforcer's AC-20, see if we can't rip him apart. We can! Oh, there goes his leg. He's going to be on his back. So very... Oh, and a head hit. Nice. So we knocked him over, took his head off, and now he's going to have 2 injuries on him already. So 2 more, and we've got most of a Hunchback we could steal. Although we did take this for cash, so we don't really care. We are going to go to annihilate things. The crab, unfortunately, doesn't have the same maneuverability as our white, so it's not going to be able to leap up here like the other ones did. We got a little bit lucky that that missed. We're going to have to deal with that cicada sooner rather than later. Although it does appear that the crab will be in a position to do so. Let's get a little bit closer if at all possible. Ooh, 70. That did not look good. Yeah, we're going to have to walk it still. I suppose it's not terrible. I just would have liked to get close to get my MMLs to fire. Wow, you missed 275% chances, it looks like. We did tear off an arm and damage his torso and his leg, but he's not dead, which is a bit unfortunate. You are an assault, my friend. What does your assaultiness do? Okay, you have autocannons. Not quite sure what kind.
Reporting major armor loss.
We're going to have to deal with you very quickly. Whisper. I would like you to... Honestly, I'd like you to dodge tank for me. Let's get Mummy Bear to move, because I think Mummy Bear can mostly finish this guy off. You got 99 ones all around. Power up everything. And how much damage do I got to deal? Well, I could deal any shot to the head will kill him. To the leg would be... I need to get through 110 damage. I don't have that. We'll go and hope for the 3% headshot. If you get it, we've got him dead. We did not get him, but we did break him. So one more injury and he'll be offline. And we're going to have to chill out the white next turn. Unfortunate. Ultra AC5s? It could be. Although, I saw a couple of numbers that were pretty low. So I'm not 100% sure on that one. I want to send Whisper to find out and to be a dodge tank for me. He'll be a tier lower. We can do that. So let's get on the move and we'll sprint forward to engage. Can I get enough evasion? I'm a little bit exposed in the open, but we'll find out. Dodge tank with all that nullsig, and it's... Huh. It's a rotary AC2. Well, that kind of sucks. Interesting problems. So we happen to run into a king crab. A pirate king crab, but a king crab nonetheless. I think I want to shut off a couple of mediums, see if I can't keep the heat down. Yeah, we'll shut off the heavy and just blink away with the medium pulse. Just a poke. I want to cape under the heat for just a little bit longer, if at all possible. Did a couple of hits. Nothing. Oh, we got a head hit. That's pretty good. How much more head armor does he have? Ooh, he's got 17. That is a very, very vulnerable person. Missed PPC plus, oh, a single machine gun bullet did manage to hit and bounced off our armor. We're doing okay. His heat is critical, and he avoided exploding. Unfortunate. Okay, the Enforcer's got him getting cover. I do not want this guy to get shot at many more times by that rotary. I also would like to shed my problems with evasion. What's the accuracy here? 99 Okay, I'm confident with that. Walk over the rough terrain, shed a couple of things. You also target the head. Shut off a single medium laser. Yeah, we blew him up. We called shot for the head, and we tore apart the center torso. C'est la vie.
Target eliminated.
Alright, so the Hunchback's out of the fight. We've got 50% of the enemy reinforcements. I could tear apart this guy, but I'm going to see if I can't move. Ooh, I don't have the shot. That is very unfortunate. I'm not looking at nearly as much evasion as I'd like to have. I think we'll have to do this, or at least something like this. Closer would be better? Yeah, closer would be much better. We're going to move like this, and we're going to go with a bit of vigilance. That'll let us move a little bit faster, but also keep us a little bit protected from all that incoming fire. And we'll lay into him. Maybe should have warlorded on that one, but we got them knocked down anyway. He's got 30 health in his legs, so it shouldn't be too much longer before we rip him to pieces. -1 initiative. He's down to 2 injuries left. And here comes our king crab. Okay, so he did fire at the Jenner like we were hoping. Dodge tanking and armor working quite nicely. Oh, he spread the fire. Less good. I was kind of hoping that he would focus everything that he had on the Jenner. That's an alarm 30. Okay. But the crab's starting to take some hits, and I'm slightly worried about it. Mummy Bear, I would like you to charbroil me up my very own Cattle Master. So, I think I want to boil it. Yeah, we're going to boil. I'm going to see if we can't get a kill out of it. Well, we can tear off most of the mech, but we didn't get the kill I was hoping for. Please don't shut down, and we're good. So we'll have to swing next turn or shut off a couple of lasers. Got some machine gun fire coming in on the Enforcer, but the Enforcer's absolutely fine. If you didn't move, you're dead. He is an ace pilot, though. They seem to be putting their best pilots in things that don't really do best piloting things. Alright, let's get up to speed. We're going to sprint right behind you. That'll be not nearly as much evasion as I had been hoping for. Oh, because you're the crab. Duh. Whisper. I need you up. We're going to get you sprinting as fast as you possibly can. 3.5 pips of evasion is the best I'm going to get, so I'm going to turn around because that'll also be with a bit of a cover bonus. We're going to turn on all the things because it's time to burn. If that heavy laser hits anything, it's going to hurt him a lot, so cross your fingers and hope that's 61%. Oh, it hit. Oh, it hit in the CT as well. We've broken things. We've broken quite a few things. Oh, we just didn't barely get enough damage. He's got 20 health remaining in his CT. Override was successful. We're good on that one. We should be able to wrap around with... Oh, Sledge, don't do that. It's very important that we do not screw this up. Alright, so can I get a back shot on him? That will be a back shot, and we are going to take it. We got to take this king crab out of the fight as soon as possible. It's too dangerous to let live. Also, we're only getting one random piece of equipment, so I don't really care if it survives or not. Engine destroyed, ultralight gyro destroyed, but that's a 100-ton mech out of the fight, and we're down just to a cicada and parts of a cattle master. Can I get a shot on that cicada? Oh, I absolutely can. Alright, turn on everything. We're going to go for it. Blow off that leg. Missed. Missed with the important cannon, but hey. We blow off his left torso. He's down to a single injury, but he is going to be able to stand up and he is going to be able to shoot, and that was something I was trying to somewhat avoid. Cicada is standing back on his foot, and let's see what he's going to be able to do with that one. Immediately turning around, opening fire with the machine guns, but not the PPC. Did we take it out? No, we didn't. Huh. I'm not sure why he decided not to fire his best weapon, but I suppose I shouldn't complain. Mummy Bear, since we no longer have to worry about the king crab, you're just going to walk up right behind him, you're going to line up on his rear, and you're going to blitz everything. If you shut down, you shut down, who cares, but I think you're going to kill him. Good job. So now just the cicada to deal with. We will rush Whisper in, see if she can't tear him apart. He only has a couple of points left in his leg, that should be more than enough. Which leg is it, by the way? It is his left leg. You know what, I'm just going to run up right behind him and burn him. Fire everything. Oh, I'm seeing lots of lovely hits. And the mech is destroyed. So we've dealt with the cicada quite nicely. So cooking just a little bit, but we managed to avoid the shutdown. And that'll be a nice successful, about 100,000 run. Depending on if we get any bonuses for destroying all the supporting units. I hope so. I think I saw that they were going to reward us for that, but if not, still, nearly 1 million is not bad to work with. That'll put us back up to around 2.4, 2.3-ish million, which is a nice, comfortable area. We can probably start looking at a couple of Argo upgrades at that point. Very happy with the newer white. I think it works out a lot better. We've got that one jump for moving into the position where we need to be, and the medium lasers are quite nice. I'd like to get it a little bit cooler. Yeah, we didn't get any bonuses for it, unfortunate. Just so that we could, like, fire more consistently. But that should be alright for now. And we'll improve it, we'll make it better, and it'll become fantastic. Nasty hit on the crab, couple of nasty hits on the enforcer. The Jenner actually took a pretty good hit in the arm of the CT from that from that rotary AC2. Would have been nice if we could have stolen it, but I'm not going to get too broken up over it. And a single heatsink cooling pod, that's not bad. I mean, we can use that. That's something that's useful to us. And the spare parts, well, there wasn't anything really worth that we're building towards. So that'll be a decent amount of cash. We should hopefully be able to construct something out of this. Or maybe even just bump up to an Argo upgrade of some description. I think we're looking at, aren't we looking at Repair Bay 3? I think so. And if that's the case, we might want to try and buy it. Although, that all depends on whether or not there's a clan mission that we're going to be taking next. There's a whole bunch of them on this planet at this point. We have reached that phase in the game where it thinks that everything needs to be fought against the clans. Which can be somewhat difficult to work with at times. So once we get out of that and figure out how much cash that we're currently storing, we also got to check out the mech bay, see what we're building towards. I somewhat forget. 33,800 C-bills for the next 11 days to patch everybody up, and that's fine. We're back up to 2.3 something million. Yep, 2.376. And let's quickly manage these tasks. We want the enforcer up top, and by the time he's done, everybody else will be fixed as well. Lovely. We need to check the base to see what we're building towards, just real quick. Everybody took a little bit of damage, except for the white, which just ignored all incoming fire completely. Very happy with that. Do I have anything I don't need, or rather don't want? I got a lower arm actuator that I don't need. There is that. And the reason why I'm asking that is because we have a heatsink cooling pod, and that's a flat 4% reduction, which could be quite nice. Now, these two heatsinks we can't swap out just yet because our fusion core is operating using single heatsink kits. It's only got 8 inside, so it needs the 2 additional, so these are essentially free. So we can't just toss in another heatsink from there. XL gyro versus an ultralight gyro, I believe, is the same thing, except the XL gyro is a little bit better. Yeah. Unfortunate. Yeah, what I'd love to be able to do is I'd love to be able to put in that cooling pod just for the flat 4%, because that would be helpful. But it doesn't look like we got the weight. Alrighty, so we need to chill for a few days, unless... Almost forgot. Let's check out our ship upgrades. What are we currently building on? We can't do this until we have improved power conduits, so let's nail down the improved power conduits for the additional point of tech, which will allow us to repair things just a little bit faster. We could go in for more of these upgrades. There's a whole bunch of plus morale plus tech points things down here, but it's kind of ancillary, and I'd like to be able to get the improved mech bay today. So chugging through time just a little bit, getting most of our pilots unfatigued, and the Enforcer is finished. Perfect timing on that one. And a quick check on the mech bay to see what we're building towards in terms of mechs. Storage, assaults, nothing, heavies. We have a Jaeger mech, so keep your eyes out for those. Starting to build a quick draw and a Crusader, although I'd rather have the Crusader over the quick draw. Mediums, we have nothing all that close except for the Vindicator. Vindicator would be nice. We've used it before in Starburst Starter quite effectively. And we're starting to build towards a 4H Hunchback. That's kind of the weaker one. It's not the 4G, which is awesome, but it should be good enough. And for lights, we just recently got a light, but we have parts for Javelin. Okay. So a quick check of our mech warriors, and then we'll look to see what sort of contract we can pick up next. So still banking. Mummy Bear is also banking, because I think I'm going to go for piloting 7. Warlord is nice, but piloting 7 would be super useful. You have gotten here, but you are definitely a gunnery king. Going up to piloting 7 gives me an increase to sprint and maneuverability. I'm going to save it. We're going to go for Warlord. That AC-20 needs to get on target. But then again, that AC-20 is also super short-ranged. Well, only until we find the cannon to replace it. And Whisper is also banking. Whisper is definitely going to go for piloting just because she's driving a Jenner. Alright, let's check out the contracts. So we were mostly down the list on this one. Prisoner is an escort. Not a super huge fan of that because it's easy to get killed. 5 of 21 though. Prisoner transport, allies, fighting the Orion Directorate. Could give that a shot. So we've basically had 2 of them. This one is escorting heavy mechs. This one's escorting APCs. I'll definitely keep that one in mind. Recoveries are also great. Unfortunately, it's against Clan Fire Manual. I don't think we can quite take that. We're going to take the Prisoner. We're going to take it for salvage. 5 of 21. Hopefully things will work out nicely for us. We got a pretty okay Lance. Yeah, it's going to require a little bit more firepower. We may bail out of this one, but I'd like to be just a little bit gutsy just because today's going to be the last day for Sledge's Hammers. Alrighty. So, trying to remember, I think it's the left alt key, which is the friendly fire key, just in case anybody gets stuck. We haven't actually run into that bug, but I've seen a lot of other people unfortunately run into it. So 3 skulls, 5 of 21 priority salvage. That'll be quite nice, and still making nearly $250,000 on top of that. That'll cover our drop costs and then some. So that's not too terrible. Assuming, of course, we can pull it off. Now, I'm hoping the Orion Directorate is not going to be particularly well armored. That might be a bit of a faint hope, but hey, if we get lucky with it, we could come away with a lot of things. Especially like that King Crab. If we had run into that in a mission like this, I would have definitely gone for nothing but headshots. He only had like 17 health. So, just a little bit more firepower would have completely torn the head off of that mech, and we would have had a brand new King Crab. Pyro King Crab, but still a King Crab. Alright, let's drop down and see what we've got. Now, will there be people automatically assaulting the facility? We're about to find out. Got nothing on scope just yet, so let's get Whisper leaping forward as fast as she can. See if we got anything on sensors. We do not. Alright, so this may be a case of we're going to have to actually make it to there before they'll actually spawn. So we've been on this map before. This is actually a map where we've actually lost our... Oh, nope, we got targets. Lovely. Alrighty, so we already have the enemy in sight. Let's see what we're going to deal with here.
Standing by.
Let's get Paladin. Let's reserve. We've got 2 mechs up front already that should be able to soak up some fire. And we're looking at 2 blips on scope. We've got one that's a mech. We don't know what type, and one is a completely unknown blip.
I'm ready.
Alright, let's get the Enforcer on the move. To keep up as much as it can. As slow as it can. Alright, so he's locked down. We'll bring up
Talk
Sledge.
to me.
And also not particularly evasive.
Sprint.
I wish I could do something to make him just a little bit harder to hit, considering he's kind of our most important mech at this point. We'll reserve down to the bottom once again, see if they'll get on the move. And if they do, we should be able to take advantage of it. If not, well, they may be cheating. Alright, Whisper, time to crest the ridge. I could go down to here, but I wouldn't see anything anyway. So we'll pop up over here. We've identified 2 more mechs. Okay. But where is number 4? Because I kind of refuse to believe that number 4 is not out there somewhere. Keep Mummy Bear on the ground for now. I could identify, but not shoot, because the medium lasers would just be a little bit too short range. Let's identify. There's our number 4. And it is a Marshall, an MHLX1. 2 medium pulses and a large laser, plus an alarm 5. Never heard of you, but that's okay. And we do get the free movement. Okay, so Sledge should be able to fire with his light AC5s. And light rifles might be able to do a decent amount of work. 89% chance to hit, so go for something good, man. 2 long-range shots, 2 good hits, not bad. Paladin probably won't have a shot. He's got an AC-20. It's not exactly known for its long range. So let's kind of move into cover a little bit, since he does have a large laser that we're fighting against. And that'll be up to the turn. We've got 2 lights, 2 mediums, and that Marshall is a medium. So we've got an Assassin 30, so that's what? Yep, LBX 5 plus an ER medium laser. Whisper could probably get behind you and start really laying into you. Or I could start really going after you. A decent chance of hitting you. I think we'll take that. We'll move off over to the side. We've identified... Oh, crap. We've identified a rapier. This is one of the most annoying control builds ever. Just because it has the ability to put down narc beacons, haywires, which then stack with the EMP and the... Oh, this is special. Normally it's... I didn't think it was an alarm narc. I thought it was like a homing alarm. But he'll be able to really screw with us if he can hit us. Unfortunately, the heavy laser did miss. However, the light pulse... or the medium pulse did get a hit in. So he's been dented slightly. And we've got incoming missile fire. Please don't hit. Okay, all misses. He has so much control. He's a fantastic support mech. We actually started with a rapier in Starburst campaign. It was one of the best mechs we ever had for quite some time, even though it was such a light mech. Okay, I think it's time to jump. We'll hop into the water over here, get a side shot on. And using the water, we actually may be able to abuse this quite much. 55-ton mech. It's using the assassin model, so let's just lay into him. Okay, so pretty decent amount of hits, causing some more light armor. And he's going to get on the move. He's realized that standing still, probably a bad idea. Large laser has missed, as has his medium laser. And looks like all those medium pulse lasers managed to miss. Wonderful. I'd like to be able to take you intact, but I'm not sure it's going to be possible. You have an XL engine, correct? Yes, you do. Or a pirate engine, which is kind of the same thing. Alright, Sledge, we're going to keep focusing down on him. Can you get into the mineral field? You can't. That's a bit unfortunate, but we can stay in the forest where we are somewhat protected. Not going to have a great accuracy shot on this one, but that's okay. Not you, nor you, but you.
Roger.
1 light rifle managing to find a target. Both medium lasers are missing, and the missiles... That's 10 misses on those, so not having a fantastic day with him. Once we get close, we will be able to do something. A Myrmidon. It's a PPC, right? I think I saw that. Yes, it is. PPC and an SRM-6. Getting a couple of hits on the Jenner, but hopefully we'll be able to get into the water and abuse him somewhat. And Paladin with his big ol' AC-20. Do you have a shot from here? Not really. Let's go for a sprint, and that'll put us in the middle of rough terrain, which would not be fantastic. We would have a shot, but it wouldn't be particularly good. I could fire a couple of medium lasers his way. He's not super protected. How does this slub come off? Ah. Okay, I see. I see how this must work. How about the Myrmidon? Terrible chances to hit on either of them. I don't want to go too fast and outpace my protection. So let's line up on this Marshall. We're going to shut off the AC-20. Don't want to waste the recoil on it. And we managed to hit with one of the medium lasers. So he's slowly getting whittled down, and Mummy Bear should have no trouble getting behind him, I think. Incoming LBX fire. Actually did manage to get a hit on the Enforcer, but that's alright. Enforcer has a pretty decent amount of armor, so should survive the incoming fire. Pilot, he was an ace pilot and managed to jump a little bit. Alright, Mummy Bear, let's get a sprint on going. You are kind of cookie. That's not great. He's cooking quite hot. We'll get a back shot, though. That'll be 88%. It'd be nice if we could get the Jenner in, but I don't think the Jenner could get that far. We're going to torch this. We'll have no problem here. And did manage to get a miss, unfortunately, but we did open him up. Lovely. He's almost lost his stability. So if we manage to get a couple of really nice hits with the Jenner, we might be able to do a ton of damage. Incoming missiles, breaching shot, but that's not what they're there for. They're there to cause some debuffs, which luckily we are not going to be suffering from. And he is also an ace pilot coming up nice and close. Alright, Whisper, how close can you get? You can get awfully gosh darn close. That'll be 3.5. I am kind of okay showing my behind to them, because I think that should get us close enough. Let's get the Jenner lined up, mostly okay. Not against the Myrmidon, although... No, not against the Myrmidon. Keep blazing away. If we get just a little bit more fire through, we might be able to tear him apart. Well, we've damaged his arm quite severely. Yeah, we're not going to be able to tear it off, unfortunately. His damage reduction is keeping him safe, and he will now get to move. Gotta focus on the crab. The crab is pretty fine. He's in cover and 4 pips of evasion, so it's not like he's vulnerable. Alrighty, so let's get Sledge on the move, I feel. If we can get a couple of really nice hits in, or I could focus on this rapier, tear him out of the fight as soon as possible. How's this side shot going to work for us? 51s, that's not terrible. He's only got 22 armor in his legs. If I sprinted to get extra close. Sprinting to get extra close loses my back shot and also gets me in a little bit of trouble. So we will keep a walk, get into his side angle, and we're going to lay into him. We are going to ignore the assassin for just a little bit. He doesn't have an incredibly high amount of firepower. We're going to warlord this, even though we don't need the heat. Increase our damage, increase our accuracy. Oh, we blew up his warfare suite. That's going to make him extra vulnerable. Come on, give me a crit. Didn't get the crit I was hoping for on that engine. I'm not sure if it'll be worth having Paladin do a follow-up. Fire from the PPC, managing to avoid the Jenner. Lovely. Although the Jenner's going to cook next turn, which is a bit of a problem. Paladin, you are up, and I want you to also hit that, but I don't think you can. 35 is not tremendous. And if I got you close, 35 is not tremendous. Okay, that's a bit of a problem. And if I focused on you, it's only a 32. Jeez. So we're not being particularly accurate if we try and fight these people. Over here, though, I think that's going to be the way we're going to roll. We're going to kick on the AC-20. Hopefully we can get a good shot on this one. And tear him apart, if you please. Oh, we hit him. That took out the entire left arm. And opened up his torso. So he is just vulnerable and unstable. So our lights should be able to rip him to shreds. I'm going to assume that the rapier is going to move first. I would have moved the rapier first, because the rapier just has so much power. The tag and the tagger both stack, which allow everybody else to be more accurate. The narc beacon and the LRM-5 narc also stack, which gives you even more accuracy. And then you've got a haywire and the LRM and the EMP LRM, which is just ridiculous with the amount of things you can stack on top of there. Alright, Jenner, it's time to make sure that you've got enough evasion going on here, because we do not want you to die. Unfortunately, that's not a back shot. That will cause you to fire through 40 points of armor, which is not good. I would like to have enough evasion to survive, but you know what? I think we're going to risk it very slightly. Lock onto him from behind and lay into him. Probably should have tried to use vigilance on that one. He has failed a stability check. I'm not sure if it's going to matter. It's also kind of unfortunate that he did. He's only got a couple of points in his back armor. Alright, that drops him down a slot, which means we'll be able to very much follow up using our medium mechs. And the firepower is coming down on the Enforcer, which is honestly where it should be going. Cooling impaired, EMP, haywire, all the nasty stuff, which means it's going to be very hard to hit even the guy on his back. How far are you moving? Not far enough. Oh, I think we might be able to take advantage of you.
What's up, boss?
So we are cooking just a little bit much on this mech. I'd like to reduce that, if at all possible. So I'm going to run into the water and hopefully be able to tear a couple of things apart. We are in the back of the Myrmidon, though. Ooh. Back of the Myrmidon is 110 health. And we got to shut off one of our weapons anyway, because we don't want to cook too much. We want to keep it underneath the temperature. We're going to target his torso, rip it apart. I think we've got it. Yep. Destroyed his left torso. He's down to a single injury. Unfortunately, he didn't decide to eject, which would have been super helpful. I'd like to take him out through injuries, but I don't think that's going to be quite possible. Crab taking some fire. Able to avoid that PPC again. The Myrmidon not being super effective, but then again, that could change very, very quickly. Sledge, get on up here, and you're just going to keep laying into Our favorite little rapier. I could go for a capture here, but this is going to be a long mission, so I got to make sure that he's taken out as soon as possible. And that's a left torso destroyed. Crits on his fusion core. He is unsteady. He is vulnerable. I could lay into him with an AC-20. Oh, it's so tempting. Well, he's down to just a haywire and a tag, so that's helpful. I want you to get into the water if at all possible. You can. Lovely. Oh, and you'll even have an excellent chance of accuracy here. So at 83, so we'll turn over here. So we've got water for cooling, and unfortunately our cooling is a little bit hampered at the moment. Let's shut off the medium lasers. Yeah, all the medium lasers have got to be off, so a single cannon shell is all we've got. He bailed. Alrighty, so that's going to be most of a Marshal, whatever that is. I mean, it's a big assassin from what we can tell so far. Flamethrower going down on the crab, managing to miss. Looks like he didn't follow up with anything else. He's not going to be fast because he's unsteady, so he can't run. Or, you know, he could decide not to move at all. That's an option, too. Line him up and take him out. Could go for the Myrmidon, but honestly, I'm more worried about the Rapier. He's mostly neutered, but we want to make sure. Send it over the line. 4 good hits. And that tears him to pieces. So there might be a couple of pieces of that Rapier. And we do need to worry about Whisper because she is a bit over the line, so we want to get her back under as soon as possible. Don't want her shutting off at an inopportune moment. Got a punch coming down from the assassin. Interesting decision. He did manage to hit, which did a pretty decent number on his... Ooh, on the important torso too. It has the ECM and the ballistic computer. Should probably spread that out. Wonder what possessed me to put so much equipment in such a small area. Alright, let's run down to the water, see if that'll help with the heat. It kind of did, but not enough. Ooh, I'm gonna have to shut off something more important. 55 is not good enough. Keep the medium pulse on. Can't get the heavy laser on with it, but I can get both mediums on. So let's nail you. So the Myrmidon taking a couple of hits, and the pulse laser 2. Pulse laser got 2 out of 3 hits, not bad. Enemy turn, they will rock and roll with their Myrmidon with all of his deadly accuracy. Managed to miss the Enforcer again, lucky for us. However, we should be able to dive on him without too much trouble. So let's get Paladin pretty much right on top of the guy. It's not going to be the best shot we've ever made, simply because the AC-20 is recoiling and we're probably still suffering from the EMP, but if we had gotten that shot, we probably would have killed him. Unfortunately for us, we did not. It's down to 40 health. We're going to dive him with the Sledge. And just barely keep him within arc. And pull him off the field. I think we got him. We didn't. Wow. He just barely managed to survive. He's got 13 health in his back. So, Whisper, I think we need to take him down. Assassin on the move, gonna go for another punch. Another hit. Where'd that one hit? Hit the arm. So this assassin just being devastating in melee, which is kind of odd considering he's a light mech. Who would be better for this? I'll move both of my lights anyway, so 2.5, I can do better than that. Give me 3 skulls right on his stern. What do we got? Oh, we got really nice chances. Line him up, we're gonna push the line. Hey, we got a good hit on the leg, and then a couple of penetrating hits in the back. And we might be able to take him completely off the board. I'd like to anyway. Shutdown override successful, that's fine. Mummy Bear can probably get a similar shot on this. At least it's not a toad. Yeah, there is that. Oh, Mummy Bear is going to have perfect accuracy with her lasers. We're going to shove that line. Hopefully this will not shut her down. Okay, took him out. We still have the Myrmidon to worry about, which still has a PPC. And good, override shutdown successful. So now the Myrmidon gets to make his last shot before we kill him. And he managed to miss once again with a PPC. Lovely. Alrighty, so I'm going to just walk up to him with Paladin.
I'm receiving you.
Paladin can't step on him. Okay, Sledge.
I've got your back.
Yeah, you're the one involved on this one. So just get up behind him. I think we shut off the MMLs. No, we keep him on. We got a guarantee. Alright, vehicle down. Hello, Loredell. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could join us. We're currently working Sledge's last campaign, or last day to play. So we've managed to take him. Let's get you in the water just to make sure that you don't explode. And brace. That's actually because I forgot to set up the notification. So that one's actually on me, not on YouTube.
Affirmative.
So we're just gonna chill out for a turn since we have been running the heat scale quite heavily, and we don't want to start things off before we're all nice and cooled off. Brace everybody up. Sledge can walk over, settle the guns, settle the heat. We'll be nice and happy in relatively short order. Alrighty, we're almost done. The light mechs still need to chill out a little bit more, but they should be good as of next turn. So we'll brace that.
Keep my heat down.
Mummy Bear, get in the water. That might help a little bit more.
Coordinates 3.
Get your boiler of a mech back underneath.
How can I help?
And you're just about ready to go, so set yourself right up here. Lock down that. And Paladin, you've settled your gun. And your heat problems. Lovely. Alrighty, let's reserve and move Sledge back like 3 feet in order to set off the marker. And let's get this escort mission actually started. So, Paladin, we're going to sprint you, get you on the move, because I believe the enemy will come from this direction.
On my way.
We'll make sure the lights are along with you for the ride, and you'll be mostly alive. Oh, actually, this is much smaller than I thought it was. Okay. Mummy Bear, you're covering the other side because you can basically jump half the map on your own if you decide. This white is somewhat ridiculous. Alright, let's spawn the convoy. We've got 4 units that we have to guard and defend. And enemy units already on the field. We're dealing with a demolisher. That's unfortunate. At least it's not... Huh. What kind of demolisher is this? It's only got a single AC-20. I'm not complaining, but it's very weird. Oh god, you're dying.
Commander.
Jenner, let's go. Take Whisper as fast as we can. Get on target. We'll have good accuracy with this fire. We gotta kill this thing now. Fire everything. Structure exposed. Okay, that should kill it. Or not. Okay, we got it. Whew, thank you. I was a little bit worried there. So the missile carrier is off the field. That's good.
Down.
And that'll give us access to a whole bunch of LRM-5 or Thunderbolt 5s if we really desperately need it. Let's get you up to speed. Actually, let's get you flying. Right next to him. 99-1. I am 1 tile away from being able to get behind him. That's kind of painful. Alright, hop into the back. We've also got a Drillson, which I'm not particularly worried about, but you, definitely. Fire everything.
Firing.
Not looking like any sort of penetrating hits yet, but we're working on it. Sleipner APC on the move, only equipped with an SRM. Doesn't have a target. Enemy gets to move now, and they've got the Drillson opening fire on the Jenner being exceptionally nimble and avoidable. And no missiles managed to hit so far. Lovely. Oh, he's an ace pilot. Coming on forward as far as he can. Wow, that's pretty quick, actually. You're an APC, aren't you? Like a hover APC? That's an unfortunate position. It's going to be rough to dig him out of there.
Got your back.
So if I sprinted to get a little bit closer, what are we dealing with? Give me a direct line of sight, please. 35s if I walked to get that same line of sight. 44s. Yeah, one of these things is not like the other. Let's kick on the Warlord, see if we can't counteract some of that problem. That'll put us up to a 57%. They did get 1 hit, which is good because he's only got 32 armor left on that side. Just a couple of more good hits, and we'll take him down as well. Cross your fingers, that's the hope. Sleipner APC, what do you got? You got a couple of medium lasers, which can't touch that. So if you can't hit it, then there's no way Paladin's gonna nail this target. If I move, it's a 27. If I sprinted to get extra close, it's a 21. Let's just move. Shut off the AC-20. We're gonna save the extra ammunition.
Firing.
I am a little bit disappointed to see so many vehicles are our current target, because that means no mechs. And I was kind of hoping for mechs going with 5 of 21, but we should get a decent amount of heavy weapons. If nothing else, we have access to a whole ton of Thunderbolt 5s. Demolisher on the move. Yep. Leaped at maximum speed from maximum distance and instant headshot. Those demolishers, man. So long, Mummy Bear. That's terribly unfortunate. Oh, that's irritatingly unfortunate. Let's get on the move. We're going to focus on this guy over here. Take out this Drillson. We are hunting him down. Yeah, that's the game. Fire everything. Yeah, Mummy Bear did get punished. Oh, Apex... I don't think it was an AC-20 to the head, or at least it wasn't a clean AC-20 to the head. Apex had been fighting for a while. We can check the archives, though. Alright, so we've killed most of the enemy force. Only to lose our white. Oh, man, we're potentially going to lose the white. There's a 50-50 chance that we do not get that white back. Get on speed, get on movement.
Roger.
Oh, just a perfect accuracy shot. Yeah, that'll be 2 pilots dead at this point. Or maybe 3. We've lost Apex, but now we've lost Mummy Bear. I thought we lost one more.
Ready for orders.
Alright, Paladin. You can get a direct line of sight with a 55% chance to hit. I will go with those odds.
Firing full complement.
And you missed. Maybe it's just as well, because you potentially could have hit somebody. Well, wait, you had an AC-20? Was I not paying attention to something? Clearly not. Oh, I didn't even realize just how much of a danger I'd placed myself in. Only got 20 health. Put a single laser in him. Should be able to do it. Nobody's got a shot. Great. And our Demolisher coming in slowly but surely. Inexorably coming to kill us all. I'm going to move... Not a whole ton, honestly. Just so I can keep my evasion up.
10-4.
Punisher, Falcon, and Shotel was from Starburst's group. Did we get it? We got it. Okay. Oh, that was the wrong side. Whoops. Oh, it was a Saladin. I didn't even look at that. Jeez.
Mover down.
So, Sleipner's rolling on up. Sleipner does not have any sort of target priority things. I'm going to get you into cover. We're going to chill you out. We're going to settle your gun. Get you ready to nail that Demolisher next turn. Do I want to vigilance? No, because I'm in cover anyway. It doesn't matter. Sledge.
Got my attention.
I'd love to go high speed with you, but I don't think... Well, maybe. Yeah, we'll move over here into the field. That'll give us a little bit of extra defense and also our speed. Lock you down. Guns are settled. We're all ready to go for the next round. And hopefully that Demolisher doesn't get a shot on anybody. I didn't show up. Okay. So let's get a sprint. Moving around to his side. Hi. You managed to kill one of your best friends, so... this is going to be a bit painful. Yep, shove the line. Oh, we got a good hit with the heavy laser. Not bad at all. His frontal armor is almost gone. Interesting. Sledge might be able to follow up on that. So we're going to send Sledge right on in. Just as soon as our Sleipner APCs move.
Orders.
Yeah, just go right in front of him. That'll be 99 ones all around.
Copy that.
Take out as many enemy mechs, but you haven't had anyone... We've one-shot killed people before. It doesn't happen often, but it does happen. Wow, you survived that.
Take that as a lesson.
Okay, Paladin, you're gonna have to be a hero here. You're gonna have to manage to nail him with your AC-20. He's got 1 health remaining. Can you do it? Can you be the hero that we all desperately need? 87. 78. Side armor is still intact, so we are gonna move. We're gonna go for that front shot, not that side shot, because 1 damage. Throw it! Okay, you got him. We're good there. Yeah, we've gotten 1 hit. I'm almost positive we've gotten 1 hit kill headshots. I know in Voodoo's campaign we definitely did. We used to go headshot hunting with our AC-20s. It was a very effective tactic. Alright, lock us down. Getting some brace. Again, gonna settle our guns for if anybody shows up for the evac group. Get everybody mostly together. Please let me keep this mech. We put a lot of time and effort into that mech. If we lose it here, it's just gonna be incredibly painful. And settle your AC-20. I need to mech with machine gun headshots. Did we do that?
Receiving you.
I forget. It's been a while. Alright, we're gonna reserve. We're gonna let them do their thing. He's entered the zone, and reinforcements have shown up. We were expecting you. We were short a mech to greet you, but hey, we were expecting you. Got a 50-tonner, and I don't know what else. Whisper, go find out what else. Can I get a good sprint? A really good sprint? That will give me protection.
Good to go.
Alright, we've got an Enforcer with an AC-10, mediums and smalls. We've got a Goblin with a large laser. We've got another Goblin, and we've got a Commando. There's an entirely high chance that you can kill this Commando in just one round of shooting. Please attempt to do so. Also, I think Vigilance. Oh, she's in high spirit, so it's extra cheap. Use it. Shove yourself up so that you've got enough to move before everybody else does. And fire into that Commando. Hey, that's kind of what I was looking for. Not 100%, but we're in the ballpark. Oh, wow, you almost lost your legs. So he's unsteady. He's taking damage. It's been a while, but you had more enemies.
That one.
I don't understand. You have confused me. And the Goblin's going to be able to move, so we might be able to finish off that Commando before he can so much as blink. Come on, Sledge. Let's see if you've got the shot. Oh, you absolutely do. Let's aim down on them. Alright, we're going to kill this Commando right off the bat. Just to pull him out of the game. Wow, you missed an 89% chance. There we go, he's gone. So don't have to worry about the Commando. We'd rather not rebuild anymore. And then we will focus on probably the Goblins next, because I'd like to spend my time with that Enforcer.
Commander?
Paladin, that's a terrible accuracy shot on pretty much everything. Sprint it. 24, 24, 32. Yeah, we're going to save the cannon. Save the cannon until we can get close. And fire into you.
Target confirmed.
Hi, Simbri. Welcome to the stream. It's been a while, but did you have a machine gun mech? Interrupted by more enemies. Was saying that it had been a while, but you did have a machine gun mech. The next parts was... Ah. Did we ever have a machine gun mech? I know we had Medusa and a dragon which had machine guns, but it wasn't really a machine gun mech. At least I don't think of it that way. I do need to get some high speed going on here. And that should be high speed enough. 3 pips of evasion plus all the additionals. That might be able to keep us operating. And lay into his back. And we're going to keep vigilancing. Just because it gives us an extra bonus to defense. Managed to hit him with the heavy laser, which is exactly what I want. Not quite where I wanted it, though. Single heavy laser hit to one of those back armor torsos would have completely ripped him open. Did not happen. Crab's taking fire, but that's okay. Crab is kind of designed to take fire. You've been here for a little bit. Oh, you should talk more often. Everybody loves you. And he's walked up and he's only got 2 pips of evasion. We might be able to rip into him quite quickly. Don't you have to knock people down with an enemy use that makes aim shots in the head? Yep. Hi, Maverick. Welcome to the stream. Unfortunately, I don't have, like, any little thing of telling me who's in stream or not. Maybe there's, like, extensions or plugins or something that I should be using, but I just don't. So we're going to get right on top of this Enforcer and say hi. Yes, I know this is going back on the plan that we originally made, but I'm going to Vigilance. Just give me the extra chance. Hey, there goes his leg. That's a perfect shot. Lovely. Maybe I can tear off his other leg and we can get most of an Enforcer. We already have an Enforcer, though, so it's not hugely great. It's okay, though. Okay, 2 of 3 injuries. He is on his back. And our Turhane, we have to go back and... Oh, god darn it. We gotta go back and shepherd all of them. We got a little bit caught up in the actual combat aspect of this game, which admittedly is the fun part of the game. Yeah, you do have shooting scoot. 25%. Needs to deal quite a bit of damage. Or I could go for headshots. I'm always tempted to go for headshots. Let's go for the leg wound. Lay into him. Okay, dealing a decent amount of damage to his legs. Open it up. Unfortunately, we did not open up that leg.
LRMs are out.
Okay, and we will vigilance you as well. And the reason why we're going to do that is so that we can follow up next turn. That way, I think every single one of my mechs will operate before this Enforcer does. Their Goblin is on the move, can't do nothing. And brings it back to us. Lovely. Okay, Whisper. You are going to move at high speed, as you often do. And you're going to come up here, and not quite there, where you've got a shot. 95% chance on that medium heavy laser. Go for the foot.
Firing a full salvo.
That's not his foot. At least she got through. Okay, so when I say foot, I mean the bottom extremity, not his arm. Let's see, we're going to have the crab move in as well. Move him up high, get some distance of movement.
Copy that.
Yeah, hopefully we can keep the white. I'm really concerned about it, because it is a coin flip. How much armor? 56? Yeah, we're gonna have to be a little bit hopeful. Of course you did, Sledge.
Follow my lead.
All I asked for was a couple of leg shots. That was it. I didn't think it was too much. But apparently so. Paladin, let's get you on the roll. We're gonna get you to sprint very slightly. Move you right here. That'll be excellent. He is gonna be somewhat vulnerable to shots from the back, but I think we'll be fine. And we've taken him completely out. Alright, we're down to a single enemy tank, and once he's dead, we're good. Then we have to go back for everybody.
Enemy vehicle.
Because they're currently waiting for us. Probably should have taken this one for cash instead. Goblin on the roll. Probably gonna shoot. He didn't shoot my back. That's an interesting decision. We got one of our APCs on the move.
Reporting.
Whisper, could you please just get behind him and just kill him for me? Save me the trouble. Is that a back shot? It is a side shot. Yeah, we don't have quite the maneuverability to get that back shot. So we'll go in for the side. That's fine. Fire. And 50 damage onto the side is not terrible at all. I'm hoping for... we got structure exposed. Lovely. Unfortunately, he's going to be able to move. Luckily, he did not shut down. I'm really surprised none of our supporting units have actually fired at anybody. Okay, he fired his large laser finally. Didn't manage to actually hit anything. And he is exposed on his left-hand side, which he is currently showing to us.
Got my
You have an interesting way of doing business, sir.
fall in behind me.
Yeah, line up all your cannons. There we go. Alright, all enemy mechs and vehicles have been destroyed. Let's go shepherd our lost little sheep. Paladin, move as fast as you can, so that we can go get the other two Turhan APCs, which are only halfway down the map.
No shooting.
Of all the times to need a white. Because the white could probably cross this in a single leap.
Receiving.
Whisper's not so bad at it either. So we're going to keep her in the water just a little bit,
Go, go.
so she can chill out. Get her under the heat threshold, so we're not worrying about her just shutting off for random reasons.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, get everybody. Everybody needs to be in range of things. And Sledge, well, after this Turhan APC.
Orders.
Because we've got the mission sorted, it's just a matter of babysitting and holding hands now. It's a little bit disappointing on the number of mechs. I was really hoping, like, we're going to get a decent number of parts for that Marshal. Although I still do not know what this Marshal is. Like, has anybody heard of the Marshal mech before?
Roger that. Full speed.
Because I am not familiar with that design whatsoever. And I'm familiar with quite a few. We'll have Paladin go escort our Turhan APC over here. And we'll have... Yeah, Raiders never heard of it either. That works. And we'll have Sledge come down south with the other group. Alright, that's 2 inside the evac zone.
Orders.
Let's go get our other 2 wayward little ones.
Confirmed.
Come here, APC. There is nothing to fear anymore. We have defeated all the enemies. Alright, let's get right on top of them now. Hi! You can't possibly think that it's not okay to go now. And we'll wait. We'll reserve. See if that's enough to trigger them. Come on, guys. You can do it. There they go. He drove a little bit. 30, 59, 55 ton mech. Huh.
Waiting for orders.
So the Enforcer's just going to hang out at the evac zone. Anybody who gets close, you can nail him with a giant cannon. Always a fun time. And Sledge will come over to hopefully encourage them that they can move as fast as they possibly can. Maybe we should pick up the APCs and run with them. Are there rules for that? There's got to be rules for that. There's rules for everything in BattleTech. At some point, someone must have said, hey, can I pick up this thing and, like, carry it in my battle mech? Just gotta figure out which book it's from. Well, it kind of seems like a tactical operations thing. Alrighty, so we finally got them on the move. We're just gonna chill. Lock everything down. Turret design, LRM, large laser, medium pulse, medium laser, pair of machine guns, and a flamer. That's a lot of stuff to put in a 55-ton mech. And brace. It's nearly as confused as this optimal which is the Shadowhawk. Oh, or the Thunderbolt. Wow, you guys are really, really slow.
Orders.
Gonna take forever.
Roger.
Alright, Paladin, just sit there.
Roger that. Digging in.
You know, you guys really don't have to wait. You can just, like, rocket ship all the way to the rocket ship. There's no problems with that. I will have no qualms if you guys just decide to floor it. Ugh. It pays well in parts, but it can be excruciating sometimes.
Awaiting orders.
Come on, guys. You can go.
Move order.
Even faster. Why did you get an auto wind when the enemy units are dead? I don't know.
Roger that.
I really do not understand why, after you've defeated all incoming enemy forces on this mission, that it doesn't just say, hey, congratulations, you've won. Programming oversight? Yeah, quite possibly. Hi, Norman. Welcome to the stream. It would be really nice if they would just go ahead and do that. Because that would be good ideas. Maybe we can get Lady Electo to put some thought into it, although she's currently very busy designing fantastical other systems, such as introducing double blind rules, which I'm both very excited for and very, very scared about going into.
Receiving you.
It's going to be a very, very new world with all those sensor rules in place.
I'm ready.
And we're almost there. Another 10 turns and we can get off this gosh darn map. Reserve. Reserve. Could at least... Well, it says mission accomplished. I suppose this is as close as you're going to get to. You're a winner. We're also going to get a cash bonus for this because everybody survived. It's starting to make me think that that might not be worth it.
I'm standing here.
But by this point, I've shepherded these guys for so long, just murdering them in cold blood in order to get this mission over with seems a bit wrong.
Standing by.
There's another escort mission for basically the same terms that I'm thinking about doing. At least those are battle mechs. I mean, they could help out.
Awaiting orders.
Maybe next turn. It's entirely possible that they'll get out of here next turn. What, that's to shoot them? It is. You absolutely can. Watch. Shoot. Alt. Like I could if I wanted. I'm not going to, because we're right here. But you absolutely can shoot them, and that's one of the ways you can get around, because sometimes these guys just flat out glitch. Like, these guys weren't moving because we weren't close enough to them, but sometimes they just will not move at all. And so the option is you can walk up to them and you can blow them away. Alrighty. Guys, they're all in the zone. You can leave now. Just sit here.
For my opening.
Sorry, Mummy Bear. You're dead. Never to return. Unlucky AC-20 headshot. This also exposes one of the problems with the current difficulty system that we're using, because our difficulty system is based off the tonnage of the mechs that we use, and so once you get past a certain point, it starts throwing clan mechs at you, which are super evasive and really good pilots and all that. We have to train up a new pilot to replace Mummy Bear, but we can't go to places where Mummy Bear could be trained against opponents where she would be capable of hurting, or the new replacement for Mummy Bear. You live in a profession, we will remove you. She was 1 day away from retirement. No, she was several hundred days away from retirement. Let's be honest with ourselves there. But yeah, we're going to be changing... On the next campaign startup, we're going to be doing difficulty based on planet, not based on lance. Because that will allow us to have planets where we can train up a B team. So we got an increase by 30% because we killed all the enemies and made sure everybody survived. But that only gets us up to 268 because we took... Oh, we lost a watchdog suite. Oh, I forgot about that. That sucks. Like, losing Mummy Bear sucks, but the watchdog suite, that's clan tech. That's hard to replace. 2 mechs in this whole... 4 mechs in this whole operation. 5, because the Marshal ejected, and that doesn't count as a kill. Alright, let's see what we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4 parts to the Marshal. Single Enforcer part, single Assassin part. AC-20, AC-20 Plus, which has 25% chance to do a crit. Large Laser minus, Narc. I got Rapier parts. Hey, look at all these Thunderbolt 5s that are cluttering up the thing that only deal as much damage as an autocannon 2. Only weighs half as much, though, so that's nice. We could build up somebody who was just stacking those. Endosteel could be useful. A whole bunch of useless internal combustion engines. Ferrofibers could be useful. Heat sinks. No heat sink kits, though, because you can't get those just to salvage for reasons. Lower arm, patchwork materials, pirate targeting computer. Every time. If you find a pirate targeting computer, you grab that. It's amazing. Yes, it gives you a slight increase to the amount of heat generated, 10%, but a +3 accuracy is nuts. And ammunition, which I don't care about. Okay, we're just going to grab parts of the Marshal. So, 1, 2, 3, and 4. If we ever run into another Marshal, we can just kill it. And it's going to give us an additional 16 items. Could have grabbed the... Should have grabbed the Haywire. The Haywire would have been nice. Haywire is a fantastic piece of equipment to have, just because it screws with your enemy so much. If we could have put a Haywire launcher on the Hellhound, that may have been a way to go, just to ensure heat problems for the enemy. All right, what we got? We got the Commando D part, because of course we did. We got a good large laser, 2 machine guns, a PPC, a couple of SRMs. We did get triple Thunderbolt 5s. That's only 9 tons for 75 damage. That's not terrible. That really isn't terrible. Bunch of heat sinks. We did get our pirate targeting computer and enough ammunition to run all the guns. So not terrible, not great. All right, cross your fingers, because here comes the real pain. Whether or not Darius has decreed on high that we cannot recover a mech that has only lost its head. Yes, you think that losing the head of a mech might be a big problem, but it's really not as bad as you think. It's replaceable. You can order that in. As long as the CT is intact, everything else on that mech can come off and be put back on. It'll take you a while. Yeah, it's all up to Darius. Darius likes to screw over people too, so... Darius. Save me my white. The only thing I lost from it was a watchdog suite. If I could put that thing back together, we'll still have a good solid light mech. And I'm gonna be honest, and I apologize in advance for this, but I don't want to use the Sentinel again. Alright, Darius, what you got for me? 27,195 for 7 days. I think it's been scrapped. Oh, it didn't. Where is it? Okay, the white is still here. It'll be done in 2 days. Alrighty, that's good. That's very good. So we managed to keep all our mechs. And now I'm going to go to the memorial wall. There's a reason why I didn't say press F to pay respects yet, because I wanted to check. Yeah, we've only ever lost Apex. So Mummy Bear died on day 698, hit in the head by an enemy demolisher ad hoc periphery refit. Oh, that sucked. But she's... Well, no, she's not alive. She's dead. 13 injuries, 44 deployments, 41 mechs killed, so averaging less than 1 mech per deployment, but that was fine. She was a good pilot. Picked up 19 other kills. And ejected 1 time. Ugh, that really sucks to lose her. One of our better pilots. I mean, she was on the A-team after all. When you find a clan end, still had in 2 days. He's very good at bargaining. Now Apex was killed by hit in the head by an enemy hunter. Yeah, so not an AC-20. We don't actually have endo steel in that thing though. It uses nullsig armor. Chilling out for the days. Stop because we've got the white, which we need to replace the head on, and cross your fingers and hope that we can possibly find a new watchdog suite. Oh please, please let there be a new watchdog suite. And we've got a targeting computer ballistic. No. That means this mech can't work. Literally, this mech no longer can work. Because you need to have some form of electronic warfare in order for a nullsig to work. Okay, that's a problem. Pirate targeting computer is for free. Okay, we could do that. We're not going to, but we could do that. Let's go see if we have another mech that has any kind of electronic warfare suite on it so we can rip it off. It's a common theme with the memorial. The only way someone dies is if their head gets shot off. Yeah! Like, we don't just suffer continuous bad damage. We lose people when they get annihilated. I don't think the Sentinel's carrying any sort of warfare suite, unfortunately. PPC capacitor, patchwork materials, heat sink, gyro defense, fusion core. Yeah, I would have put it in the head anyway. Got ferrofiber somewhere. A 0.3% chance of a headshot? Yep. And we seem to find that chance a lot. Although, to be fair, they do shoot a lot. There's a lot of enemies to shoot at you. So you don't have any sort of electronic warfare system. I really don't think the white can work without it. We would have to completely redesign this mech. Completely and totally rip it apart and put it back together. You have an injury resist cockpit, so I'm not going to mess with you. You've got a slick suite, so I'm not going to mess with you. You might have a clan cockpit. You have some 4-1 cockpit, but I think it's a clan cockpit. That sucks on so many levels. And so we got to chill for a couple of days, because we're not bringing the white into the next battle. Unfortunately. So let's figure this out. What can I do to this commander to make it good? I've got time to rebuild the white. The problem is we can't. We need an electronic warfare system to rebuild the white. So we don't have one. Which is a bit of a problem. Just a little bit. Between 2 campaigns, 5 pilots were killed with headshots. Shotel got killed by a Gauss rifle to the head. Captain Falcon was killed by a laser turret to the head. Punisher was killed by a Demolisher AC-20 to the head. Apex was killed by a Skirmisher with a medium laser to the head because she had taken a couple of headshots before. And now, whatchamacallit? Mummy Bear was killed by a Demolisher to AC-20 to the head. So 2 Demolishers. 2 Demolishers were our bane. Alright, you've got those 4 free heat sinks. Can I put on something onto you? Because I would like to put on the... Oh, where'd it go? Oh, it's in heat. The cooling pod on this thing. 4% off of a... Yeah, that doesn't work, unfortunately. Well, 33 for 38. If I pull that off, what are we looking at? 36 for 40. Yeah, that doesn't work. Could put on a clan cockpit. Or a pirate targeting computer. That would make him more accurate. Which I think is the way we might want to go. Moving forward, new Demolishers are more of a threat than Toads. Demolishers kill more people, but Toads are scarier. Toads break things more often. Like, Demolishers will kill you, but a Toad will break your mech. And losing stuff is important. Alright, so the white's in the shop. We're gonna refit this targeting computer on the Sentinel. It's a bit of a waste of a pirate targeting computer, but we're gonna do it this way. And we're gonna check out our mech warriors, make sure nobody's leveled up. Who is the new guy? Oh, it's Roulette.
Oh, what's up, boy?
Well, that's not terrible. We have brought Roulette a couple of times.
I live to serve.
Paladin, I need your cannon.
Talk to me.
You're okay. Sunfish, you're learning. Sunfish is learning, slowly but surely. She's even a specialized pilot now.
Reporting.
And Whisper gets her level of piloting for the additional sprint. Okay. I believe I was complaining just before we lost the head, or just before we lost things, that this makes things very difficult moving forward because now we don't have low-level missions and planets necessarily to bring people up. Although we do have a couple of... this is against Star Adder. This is a capture base against... Orion Coalition. Yeah, we'll take this. It's gonna be low level, but it might have an ECM. But it's so low level. But it might have an ECM. I'll tell you what, we will do 1 of 4. 708,000, that'll put us in a nice comfortable area. Pull the white out, put the commando back in. Roulette, welcome back to the party. It's time to fight. So hopefully the pirate targeting computer will help the Sentinel be a little bit more accurate. It's become hotter now because of that. It's now a heat of 44 and its heat sinks 36. So a little bit of a problem. Generates 8 heat per turn, especially now that we're in the Badlands too, so that'll be like 15 heat per turn. We get 2 shots with this gun and then we're done. So we're going to have to train Roulette up a little bit. We're also going to have to buy a new pilot just to make sure that we've got enough to run a mission. We're taking the 104 just in case we happen to run into some kind of electronic warfare system, because that's the thing that's currently keeping the white off the battlefield. If we can get any ECM system, we throw it into the white, and the white's good again. We would prefer, of course, something like, you know, the Watchdog suite, because that would be awesome. But we're not going to run into that here. So 1.5 Skull Capture Base mission. And we're bringing the Sentinel out of mothballs. So once again, the Sentinel's back on the line. Alrighty, dropping down. We can see their dropship as well. Engage with your lasers. I know you have them. Also has LRMs. Alrighty, so we have nothing on scope just yet. We're going to reserve down just because... habit, really. Okay. Whisper. Time to get on the move. This map. Don't you love this map? Hey, there's the enemy. We have located the enemy. And they have to move now as well. And they move inch by inch. Not in view, unfortunately. Roulette? Roulette, can you see? No, you can't. How about if I get Sledge to try? Sledge also unable to see, but that's okay. We'll run through the rough terrain. And lock him down. I'm anticipating at least a 4th unit somewhere around here. Paladin, no. We'll go Roulette next. Paladin save it just in case we happen to get a nice juicy shot with an AC-20. I don't see that happening, but hey. You want to always make sure. And whoever's off screen has now moved, which means it's now up to us. And we'll get out of this rough terrain in the next turn. We'll be nice and safe. And our vehicle. Oh no, the mech. So they're both in the pass, and they're both on rough terrain. We might be able to take advantage of that.
Yes, Commander.
We're looking at 2 lights and a medium so far. And that's an obstructed shot, really? He's very odd to me. We're going to take the height advantage. Look down on them. I saw you for a second. You're a flea. A flea and a commando. Of course you are. Terrible accuracy, but it's the only shots that I've got. We're going to shut off the heavy laser just to keep the heat down. And because of that. But the medium pulse, getting a couple of shots on, doing a little bit of damage. He doesn't have a whole lot of armor anyway, and now he's also ramshackle, so it's a flea without a lot of armor. Commando walking up, going to fire nothing. Okay, I can work with that.
Good to go.
You have a shot, Commando. You do? Oh, it's a back shot, too. He's got a 65%, or she. Roulette has a 65% chance of not quite killing, but doing a lot of damage. Well, it's your first time being a member of the A-team. You're probably a bit jittery. I understand. Just settle down, take a deep breath. It's all going to be okay. Alright, so we've got undone movement off here. Some sort of autocan. The flea is on the roll, and the flea has done nothing. Okay. Next turn, we're going to get right behind that flea, and we're going to kill it. I do have a side shot. That's a good shot. We'll shut off the AC-20. Pacifist Coalition units. Excellent. Oscar, roll it. Hey, we got it. Unfortunately, he hit the arm and not the torso, so wasted a little bit of his firepower, but it is now no longer evasive. Sledge might be able to roll in here and get a good shot on it. And that would kill it. We got a bullet ant. Okay, bullet ant rocking the heavy rifle, the rocket launchers, and A-pod if he gets close enough in order to actually use it. But the Jenner does not really care, because the Jenner is super fast and nimble.
How can I help?
I'd like you to do a follow-up kill, please, Sledge. Just murder him completely and outright. Hey, stability check failed. Don't really care, because you don't have anything that I care about. How are you not dead?
Take that as a lesson.
He's got 1 health. Hey, the engine blew up. He took damage from falling. Lovely. And our unknown... firing more cannon shells, not really getting anything on target. Perfectly happy with that. Alright, let's see, Whisper, if you can get a high enough speed movement here. You can. You're going to be incredibly vulnerable, but you're going to do it.
Good to go.
Oh, interesting. So we've got an ancient urban mech, which I assume also has easy to be shot at. And the bullet ant has lost most of his stuff, so we're hoping and we're relying a little bit on her speed. 87% is good enough for the heavy laser, and that'll rip off a shoulder. And there goes the flea. Oh, I love Jenners. They're so good. They're not good in MechWarrior Online, but in this, they're amazing. The Jenner was designed for tabletop, not designed for people actually shooting at it. I've got a really nice shot on you, a 65 and a 59, so we're going to rush up into the terrain. And we're already cooking. Of course we are. Go over the line. And miss. Okay, that's 2 misses out of 2 shots. And you're overheated. But at least you didn't turn off. Gotta give you credit for that. I think I do. Ooh, got nailed in the leg. That's unfortunate. I was really hoping it wouldn't happen.
Took a hard hit there.
That's well, I can't say it's okay. We're hoping it'll be good.
Talk to me.
Sledge. Sledge can get a good side angle shot. Can Paladin do the same thing? Yeah, Paladin's printed. Paladin can get above and shoot down, and that's exactly where Paladin wants to be. Yeah. Oh, it's just gone. Paladin on fire today, getting the vengeance for Mummy Bear.
I have become death. I got the heat spiking here.
Well, so far, Roulette hasn't engaged at all. She's firing, but she's aiming wide. It's a bit of a problem. We may have to call in the Commissar. We got a front... I want this one because that one's a direct line of sight. That'll be 80%. And that gets us up forward. And let's have this crab get laid into. Hey, we tore off his cultivator and his light rifle. He's down to just a couple of flamers. Lovely. And he's got 40 health on the CT. Are you doing better than Starburst and keeping the mech line? Oh, come on. Starburst has done some pretty extraordinary things in her time. She doesn't always turn off immediately. 0% heat. No problems there. I don't know what the one piece of equipment we're going to steal from this. I'll get right around behind you just for the... Okay, that's unfortunate. CT is open, 5 health. You just need 1 CT shot. Thank you, okay. So we have dealt with the initial force. And now some sort of reinforcements will arrive at some point. Roulette, get on the move. And get under heat. Really, you're not supposed to be on the front line. I don't know why I put you all the way up there. You're like the Rapier was back in Starburst campaign. You stay at long distance and you shell the crap out of people, and you do a good job of it. Minus the good job so far, but we're working on it. And we'll get our crab right up in front where it needs to be. One of the things I cannot wait for when we move to the next campaign is we will be using the new flashpoint, and so that will actually give us a real crab model instead of a king crab that is just a little bit smaller. Nothing on sensors, and we're basically right on top of the objective.
Waiting for orders.
Roulette, can you actually get out? You can. You are surprisingly quick. Alright, we're on location.
I've got your back.
And we'll get the crab on there as well, just so it's sort of centralized, in a position to shoot at anybody who comes around. And the Paladin right on top. There.
I'll break him in two.
We have the base. Now what? Pacify the area around. Oh, they spawned here.
Awaiting orders.
I believe so, anyway. Because that's where they normally spawn. Get us all the way over here. Is it too much to ask just to get the maximum of your range?
Go, go.
Ooh. Perhaps a problem.
What's up, boss?
I would prefer there not to be problems, but there might be.
Understood. Moving fast.
So, where is the enemy?
I'm your spaniel.
Alright, where's the edge of this map? There. To there. Well, they could be all back way in this corner and they all spawned as urban mechs. But I don't quite think that's the case. Could you not have a lance of all the same mechs? Yeah, you could. There's nothing stopping you from doing that. Aside from, you know, finding the mechs. Maybe they're using cloaking tech. Well, we certainly make use of nullsig. Why wouldn't they?
Sprinting.
I was told there would be forces to pacify. Oh, no, they just needed a minute. Hey, what do you know? They're urban mechs. Okay, that was close. Oh, it's a rifleman. That's cute. I like riflemen. So riflemen are a lot of fun.
Receiving you.
And in the update, we will get riflemen. It's going to be lovely. High speed. Let's get ourselves into your backline. 89. How about if I got right next to you? 99.1. Yeah, we'll take that one. Hi. Where's the other one? Okay, so 2 up there, 2 down here. Lovely. I could lay into you and just kill you in one shot, but I want a rifleman.
Firing all weapons.
Structure exposed. Lovely. Just get another couple of hits in the shoulders and... Not quite what I was hoping for. I wanted to blow something up off of him. It's nice that we got free hits, and sure. But he is technically a heavy mech. There is also a version of the rifleman that is technically a medium mech. One of the more amusing things about this. I don't quite know where it came from, but it's a 55-ton mech. It's a 55-ton rifleman, and it's got PPCs on it. And it's like Lost Tech. 81% chance. Okay, can you do this? 76. I'll do it for the protection.
On the way. Double time.
So this is shot number 3 for Roulette, and so far she ain't coming up with much. There we go.
I think I hit something good.
So she managed to tear off a part of that mech right away. Unfortunately, it was the small laser side. Look at the overgrown back. Well, they're using a Jaeger mech model for now, but yes.
Waiting for orders.
I hate blackjacks. I don't hate blackjack. I'm not a fan of them. I just don't like the design. I'm sorry, I know that the blackjack is a popular mech with some people. Not you, but you, because I want you. Hey, there goes his arm. And I saw more orange numbers. He's no longer steady, so if he can get some fire down, we might be able to knock him over. Our turn once again. We're only getting one piece of kit anyway out of this mission, so there's really not a huge imperative to make sure that we annihilate everybody. So we are going to multi-target. You and you. And yep.
Aye, aye.
So popping some missiles on the rifleman, maybe we'll make him unsteady. And we did blow up more of him, so there is that working for us. And he has passed both of his stability checks. And we tore out his engine. Lovely. Unfortunately, the rifleman is still alive. He still has an AC-5, which will hurt considerably if he hits with it. Oh good, he didn't hit with it. That large laser also would have hurted considerably, and I didn't even notice it. But I think we're going to kill him next turn with the Jenner. So we've got 2 lights and our heavy. Give me... You know what? It'll be fine. It'll be just perfect. Line up right behind him. They're not going to get to us in time. And I think I'm going to kill him here. I have faith. Or maybe not. Wow. Well, he's unsteady. He's lost his evasion. His engine didn't survive the destruction check. Yup. In pieces on the ground. So, unfortunately, now we're getting shot at. Although, luckily for us, they can't hit the broadside of the barn with those missiles. So that works.
Commander?
Okay, Roulette. Time for your second shot. 97%. Do you think you can pull that one off? So far, you haven't done great. You've got 1 hit and 2 misses. That's 2 hits and 2 misses. Good. So now you're evil. Equal.
I'm taking damage.
And we'll have a Sledge followed up. 99 ones all across the board. Yeah, this ought to kill him. I have high confidence. Yep. The mech is just gone. Oh, and we got ammo explosions on top of that. Lovely. So now we've just got our 2 light mechs up here. And them being up here is a bit unfortunate because that means that they can abuse the height advantage. So we've got to get up there quick.
Commander?
Luckily, Paladin will be able to reset his cannon.
Got it, Commander.
So he will be accurate for the next round. Whisper will be able to dive on top of them with her heavy lasers. Unfortunately, she is getting a bit hot, which is a bit of a problem. Hey, it's a Locust. That's a Locust 1M. Somebody decided to go all in on the LRM Locust. Couple of light hits hitting the Sentinel way at a distance.
Receiving you.
Whisper, would you like to just get all up in their grill?
Wilco.
With the greatest of speeds and the lowest of drags. And it's a Commando 1C. Lovely. So a Commando that we don't even want to bother with.
Wilco.
Beautiful shot. Tore off the leg with the heavy laser and then tore out the mech. Not bad at all. Good shooting, Tex.
Mech destroyed. My mech's heating up.
Whisper in this Jenner has just been fantastic. And if we can ever... I don't think we have a double heatsink kit in here. I really don't. But if we ever get one, then we can really abuse things because then we'd be able to put on more heavy lasers. And how awesome would that be if she just had 4 heavy lasers? Or 2 heavies and 2 pulses. Don't have a shot anywhere I go. Oh, and there's a dropship about to come in, so let's not do that. So let's run over in here.
On the move. Full speed.
Chill out for a bit, keep that mech online. And Paladin, I don't think you're going to get a shot. Not quite. Sledge, can you get that shot? Also, no. So Paladin can get further, so he's going to run first. He doesn't have the shot, but he will be in there next turn. His cannon is all nice and reset, and he's all nice and chill.
Talk to me.
Sledge is in a similar situation.
Copy that.
No mech squishing tonight. Alright, so we're nice, we're chill, we're ready to go. Well, except, of course, for Whisper, who Whisper is going to let this sucker burn. Firing an AC-2 and his medium laser. Was that Sean and Go Sledge? Did you miss the part where we lost one of our pilots, Sean? Welcome back to the stream.
Reporting.
Okay, is that a back shot? It's kind of difficult to tell. There's our back shot.
Throttle at full.
Let's cook it. Fire away.
10-4.
Just beautiful. Oh, she nailed it. Just utterly gutted it. And here comes the dropship, dropping off, well, nobody. They're picking up the mech.
Tango down.
And override successful. Lovely. Alrighty, so a successful mission. Unfortunately, I don't think any of them had any sort of electronic warfare system, which, you know, that kind of sucks. But we should get a decent amount of cash for it, and it wasn't that difficult of a mission. Able to start getting Roulette giving Roulette a little bit of experience on this one, as we slowly bring her up to speed. She was, what, 2 for 2? So 2 misses and 2 hits? So we got to train her a little bit better with that PPC. The pirate targeted computer really helps. The +3 to accuracy is huge. Because that's like 15% in total or something like that. Which, amazing on that sort of thing. Plus the energy, plus, well, PPC doesn't have any pluses on it, does it? We should look into that. Alright, what do we got? 724,000 C-bills, that'll be nice. And 4 mechs taken by the Jenner. She was hungry, she wanted it. And she got it. Crab picking up 2, and the Enforcer grabbing a vehicle kill. A single part. Let's look for an equipment part. Small laser, IC engine, hand, heatsink. I don't think they had any good equipment on them, unfortunately. Yeah, just a primitive cockpit. SRM Inferno ammo. Don't really care for it. We don't need it. An A-pod, an AC-10, AC-2, AC-5, heavy rifle. Do we need a heavy rifle? We have one. Large lasers, medium lasers, machine gun. Machine gun array? I have none. I'm able to meet. Hopefully Derek will hand out the Punisher. Well, someday we shall deal out our own Punisher treatment. There's just nothing here. Wow. Alright, which mech should we get? We've got our option for an urban mech. Oh, of course the rifleman. It's the biggest thing on the field. So we'll get 3 additional random parts. I don't know what they'll be. I'm not super in favor of getting more commando parts because we have a commando. It hasn't wowed me. Although if we got a commando with missiles, we could throw the Thunderbolt 5s on it. Do the same thing to it that we did with the Rapier. Although I think the Rapier had Thunderbolt 10s? It had 2 of them. Alright, we got a rifleman, an AC-2, AC-5, and a heatsink. Could have been worse. We could have gotten one of those internal combustion engines, and that would have not have been useful to us at all. I struggle to and cannot come up with a reason for the reason to use it, ever. Like, I know it's supposed to fill up the loot table, but... terrible, terrible idea. You sell them for the extra cash when you need it. So in a few more days, we should have the power conduits all fixed up, and then we'll go right for Mech Repair Bay 3 and pick up the automation for that. And that will give us 3 repair slots. That's something that Starburst was never able to achieve. Throughout the entirety of her campaign, she had more mechs, and bigger mechs too, but was never able to get the highest of the Argo upgrades. Although we are kind of in that nice sweet spot where the enemies are not so difficult as to provide much of a... I don't want to say this because it's probably going to get us killed. Where they provide too much of a threat. You'd never use an IC engine in a mech. They're designed for cheap tanks like Vedettes. Yeah, and God, what's the Rommel tank except the not fusion powered version of it? 5,000 for 2 days, nice and cheap. I'm trying to remember because in my Mech HQ campaign that I used to do, we had an entire lance of those tanks because a buddy of mine, he just adores tanks. He's Mitch on the Discord if you want to bug him about it. He's just the biggest treadhead you've ever met. Getting him to play MechWarrior Online or any mech game in general was like pulling teeth. He's a great guy, but he's very focused on his tanks. They have fuel cells, which are better than ICs and reduce the weapon heat by 60%. Oh, that reminds me of, what is it, fuel cell lasers or something like that? So the White, sadly, still suffering from not having things. In fact, we're going to fix him. We may as well at this point. So we're going to go repair. It'll be done in 2 days. Lovely. Confirm that. All they're doing is they're putting the head back on and they're pulling the Watchdog suite out. That'll make it easier to bring him back into the fight. Because right now he can't be fielded. We've got a couple of days waiting for all our mech warriors to get out of fatigue status.
Hey, boss.
And the power conduits is done. Oh, pause, pause. Alright, let's... I think I want to do it. Yeah, we're going to do it. I want Mech Bay 3 and the 2.2 million that it's going to cost me.
All right, I'll get the team on it right away.
So a huge sink of cost into it, and it's also going to take a pretty considerable amount of time, isn't it? Only 18 days. That's not terrible. So in 18 days, we will have our third mech bay open. So quick check of all of our pilots. Make sure everybody's ready to go. We are almost a warlord on Paladin. We're going to save for that. You are driving a lighter mech, so it would make sense to go up for the +1 max evasion. Make that commando a little less suicidal to drive.
Receiving you.
And Whisper is just recently coming back off of her own level up. And I'm going to save up for the piloting upgrade as well. The Guts, it's a 10 heat threshold. His crab is so cool it doesn't matter anyway. So let's go check out the contracts. Probably something for cash might be a good idea. A battle in the Badlands against Star Adder for 3 of 13. That's a pretty good one. 3 of 13 ambush convoy. No. Ambush convoy is suicidal. 2 of 9 against clan units. Even the 2 is worth it. Clan units. VIP, New Hope, attacked by clans. The IC version of the Rommel is the Axle. Oh yeah, that's it. So the Rommel and the Patton, the only difference is the main cannon. So Rommels, I think, have AC-20s and Pattons have AC-10s, or maybe it's the other way around. And there's a couple of other equipment changes, but that's the big one. Let's see. Defend base against unknowns. Against Clan Wolf. Could do a defend base. That might not be suicidal. Or 1 skull against Clan Star Rider for all the salvage. Let's do it. No, I can't justify that. That's suicidal. Yeah, there's a lot of clan missions. That's the problem. I need something for cash that's not against clans. That's the idea. 2 skull against clan. No, doing anything more than 1.5 skull against clan is kind of suicidal. Bodyguards would be VIP, clans, Fire Mandrill. We'll take this one. Defend base against unknown. I don't think that it'll be clan. So we will take it for full cash. Should we take it for full cash or full salvage on this one? What do you guys think? I'm thinking we go salvage just because it's potential lost tech, but at the same time, we kind of need cash. Just to sort of restore our balance. That way we can immediately get it. Well, just because it says wolves in the title doesn't mean it's fighting Clan Wolf. Raider says salvage. Raider wants to see all the things. I normally approve. Do middle of the road? No. Middle of the road is not for... That's boring. I hate doing middle of the road missions. I do not approve of such an idea. Norman's on board. He wants salvage as well. Alright, we'll go 4 of 17. Plus, we're going to make a pretty decent amount of cash anyway, assuming we can survive. That's the problem. The game tends to lie to you to how much it survives. Yeah, Simbri gets it. Middle of the road just means that you get the worst of both sides. Exactly. And you can sell salvage, yep. And in fact, I should probably look through our salvage list to see if there's anything we're selling. Like primitive mechs and that sort of thing we can get rid of without really caring. And they almost are worth as much as normal mechs. So, selling a Mackie will get you a lot of cash that you can use to rebuild an entire company that was destroyed by taking on the Mackie. And we speak from experience there. So 2.5 skulls against unknowns. This will actually be the last mission of... Well, I assume it'll be the last mission. We've only got 21 minutes left in the stream. Thereabouts. But this will be the last mission in Sledge's campaign. Maybe everybody will die. So, we are defending a munitions factory on New Hope under siege because it apparently has lost tech. So let's defend it with all of our lost tech. Ah, it's this map. Always fighting in the Badlands. We need to get to cooler planets sometime. We have some additional supports. Point defense bases. What do we got? Where's our friends? Where's the APCs? They're down here. We've got a Hunchback and an Unknown. Whisper. I need your fast, nimble movements. Oh, we've got a 60-ton vehicle and a 60-ton vehicle. Roulette, can you get a shot down there? That's what I want. You cannot. So there is no angle that will see that hunchback. That is very unfortunate. Really, there's no angle that lets you do anything. So, Whisper, let's get you positioned for an assault.
On the move.
Well, they're only 60 tons. Demolishers would be 80 tons. So we should be okay there. And roulette on the move. Take the high ground.
On the move. Full speed.
And also hide, because, you know, if you get seen with that PPC and they get close to you, you're in trouble. Ah, we're able to stack up to 4 pips of evasion now. Bringing the Turhan APC. Drive as fast as you can. And the hunchback's on the roll. And he's getting a lot of hits in that Sleipner. It may not survive. Oh, that Sleipner's probably dead.
I'm here.
Sledge.
Talk to me.
Sledge, you have better long-range prospects. Can you hit a hunchback? No, but you can see whoever this guy is. Come up over here. And it's a Manticore. Of course it is. Fire everything.
Aye, aye.
Barely hit one of them. So this could be 2 Manticores. That would be unfortunate. Manticores are scary and huge. And particularly devastating. Sleipner, get away! Run as fast as you can. Wow, he booked it. And more fire going down on the Manticore. Lovely. Just nail all the things. That would be very, very useful. Enemy gets to move now. And they shall move. A 45-ton mech. Could be an assassin.
I'm your spaniel.
But are you accurate? Not particularly. I'm not going to go up on that dead end. Because it's hard to get down from there. So we're going to run over here. We are going to have to then swirl, like, turn to come over here and take this position up here. But I'd like to see if I can't nail these guys quick. We do have a bunch of light mechs for us, so it does make things a little bit easier. In your last mission, you fight the Orion pirates. Or is it the Orion Restoration? That's unknown at this time. Alright, sprinting time. I don't know what you are, but I'm about to find out.
Good to go.
Oh, lovely. You're a laser carrier. Well, the accuracy on him is better, but I'm not going to kill him. On you, I have a chance. Blaze away. Oh, we hit him with the heavy. And we're through. And unfortunately, we didn't finish him off. So we blew up a couple of heat sinks, but unfortunately, he's still on.
Solid connection, that one.
That makes him dangerous.
Good to go.
Roulette, would you be so kind as to get into the back of that laser carrier? Oh, you have no chance of doing that? Okay, that kind of sucks. 76% chance to hit, though. That might do it. So we can't hit the back, but really, we can't hit the back. Fire! We opened him up, we destroyed his TTS energy, we've impaired his sensors, so he's probably not going to be hitting much. So that works for us. Sleipner, turn on the system. The system is on already, so all the turrets get to now shoot at the enemy. Of course, they picked the Manticore instead of the extremely exposed laser carrier. Shouldn't complain too much, at least they're doing something. And the Hunchback has arrived. Terran APC taking an alpha strike, and come on, survive. You can do it. You've got a pair of large lasers, really? Wow. Oh, he's cooking. Interesting problem. For him, anyway. Can I get a shot on the side of that laser carrier? No? No, being up here was a trap, and we knew it was? Yeah. Twin 51s. We gotta get down from this thing. Yeah, going up on there is a bit of a trap, but it does let you shoot down for a turn or so. Alright, aim at at both, really. So, come on. You can see a Manticore. There we go. Fire.
Roger.
So, popping a couple of missiles into the Manticore. It's not going to do much, but hey, you never know when you might get a hit. The answer is you won't get a hit on that one. Twin cannons? Nothing. Paladin might be able to follow up with something a little bit more aggressive. And the Hunchback taking a laser to the arm. Still intact, still dangerous. But that Turhan APC is an ace pilot, and now he is entrenched inside of things. I think I started on this channel's RT videos. Oh, that's cool. I'm always interested to find out when people actually found the channel. Like, what was the thing that drew them in and caused them to actually hang around and actually watch. So, still no target with the AC-20, but that's kind of okay.
Heading out. Full speed.
So we're going to get him in the force as well, entrenched with a little bit of evasion, make him a little bit harder to hit. That way we can annihilate them, hopefully, in the next turn. Well, that's a lot of weaponry that is now being aimed towards the center. But I'm really concerned about all of that. that will blitz somebody hard. Manticore Ace pilot. As you do. And the laser carrier still in the forest. Oh, I didn't even think of that. Yeah, I feel like a bit of a fool. Oh god, that's the hand the PPC's in. Jeez, that's a problem. Sensor lock, -2 his evasion, so he... What the heck was that? That's an AC-20 turret? Wow! You guys have a chance of actually killing him on your own. Please do so. They did not. Oh wait, nope. They did it. Oh, the turrets are my heroes. Now, I believe the enemy is now going to show up from multiple other locations. Oh no, they didn't. We have another turn of that. Roulette, now that you currently, unfortunately, are missing most of your hand, you get to pretend you're Anakin. It's quite fun, isn't it? 59% chance. We'll give it a shot. Aim for his back. She cannot save herself to save her life. And at least she didn't turn off. Okay, that works. I was hoping to get Whisper involved in killing the other people, but that is not going to happen. So let's just walk up behind this guy. We'll get high accuracy shots on the back of the laser carrier. And kill it, please. Kill it, please. Okay, good. It's gone. Found me via the Trek Yards live stream. Oh, that's cool. So most people from Starfleet Command. Yeah, that's where the channel started. Oh, way back in Season 1. Alright, so now that Hunchback will finally get involved in being shot at by everybody, hopefully. And he did entrench in guard, which is somewhat concerning. Paladin. Would you like to crack that entrenchment? Because I think you can do it. 78% accuracy. It is going to drag him down to 75 damage instead of the full. Phoenix Hawk. Unfortunately maneuverable, so nail the Hunchback. Well, there goes most of his torso. It's not gone, but we're working on it. And a laser getting in on the action as well. It's not quite unstable, but we're working on ace pilot on that Turhan. And nothing. Okay, Phoenix Hawk coming up nice and close. Yes, it is such a good game. It's fantastic. And it's aged really well, too, especially with all the modding.
I've got your back.
Alright, Sledge will actually have a target to engage, so we will now get him forward and fighting people.
Roger. Full throttle.
We're going to Warlord this, just to increase the damage. He's out in the open, and I'd like to have the higher chance of hitting. Well, we got one cannon on, so there's that. And the hot loads, which have almost no chance of hitting. I really think pulling the hot load ammo might be the best idea. Damage reduction, 25%. But we are almost to that torso armor. We only need 60 more damage. And missing with the large laser. Do you like the RogueTech vids more? Oh, no. The channel is changing its culture.
Heads up, Commander.
Yep, we've got our enemy incoming from behind now. Okay, this is the problem. Okay, so Whisper. Kind of what I need you to do is be involved in a fight in somewhere else. Roulette, can you get a shot on anybody? Not yet. Okay, Whisper. How about a... Can I get behind anybody? I can, and I can get a direct line of sight on it, too. Yeah, your protection means jack all to this Jenner now. Hi! Structure exposed! Crits! Come on, blow something up. Ammunition, preferably. Unfortunately, no ammunition went off in smoke.
Reporting critical hit. Getting a little
Sean wants a Hellbore bombardment boat. But we are saving for the Iron Chancellor. How can you not want something named after that? Shot? That's a shot. Oh, that's a shot. 90% of a shot. Okay, Roulette. You're going to cook it, and you're going to be amazing, right? Right? Come on. Yes! That was beautiful, darling. And it's perfectly acceptable for you to shut your mech off for that. You just took out a major pain. Now we can actually focus on other things. You like the salvage and mech lab aspect? Yeah, the salvage and the mech lab is such an interesting part of this game. And really, the fact that RogueTech actually went full on for it was so important. Ooh, that's a lot of hits on my structure exposed. The base Battletech game not having that is really unfortunate. Okay, he's offline.
Talk to me.
Sledge will be in perfect position to get behind him. Sledge, kill. Structure exposed. Oh, it's lovely. Plus the missile follow-up. And that's a fusion core crit. That's a pilot injury. We might have the ability to follow up. Turret kill? Oh, please, come on. Kill a Turhan. Turhan got it. Okay, so now we can focus on the reinforcements. Have you thought of doing Starfleet command challenges like using only hydrogen fusion cannons in the campaign? Not yet, because we haven't really run out of things to do yet. My plan for the rest of this series, and each time through every single race is a series in my head, is just it's the alternate history campaigns. We're doing it against other enemies that we didn't before. But series 3, I'm planning on doing the story missions from Empire at War. Alright, so they're already starting to engage, which is a bit unfortunate because we're not in a position to support. We have a Zephyr, which is going to be incredibly hard to actually get to, because he's going to be so gosh darn evasive. We're going to move over in this direction, I think. Can I get up here? I'm not sure. Well, in any event, we need to move this way anyway. That'll settle the cannon, chill him out, he'll be good for moving on forward. Although the turrets need to swing and start shooting at other things so that they actually protect the buildings. Because the way this works is the enemy will immediately go for the buildings until you shoot them, and then they will go for you. Okay, hardened LRM turret, taking the damage, doing okay. And more fire coming down on the buildings themselves. If we can save everything, we can get a pretty decent amount of cash. Even with the fact that we're taking the minimum. Ooh, looks like we could have had a turret up here. That would have been awesome if that was like a shredder turret with MRMs or something. How cool would that be? If just like they came up here, it's like, hi, I am an MRM turret. I have 80 MRMs just for you. They've got a lot of long-range support here. That's concerning. Okay, deep scan's going down. And we've got 4 turrets. We just need to figure out what they're planning on doing. And more sensor lock going down. 1 more and you're going to have him completely managed. Nope, you're going to shoot him. That's not terrible. 2 pips of evasion is not awful to have to shoot through. Okay, 45 damage. Dealing a really good amount of damage to this Zephyr. I wonder if there's a mob where if it shot missiles at its main target, it could possibly hit something else in the line of fire. Well, I don't think you can do that in tabletop, so I don't think they'd bring it into here. Also, technically, these missiles should be arcing to a certain extent. Come on, medium reinforced building, be tough.
Commander?
There is no way I get within range, is there? Yeah, we're gonna have to sprint for a couple of rounds with Whisper, but Whisper's kind of good at that. She's half designed to do that. Nice big engine in this mech. And roulette, turn it back on. Wait, you didn't shut down? I didn't know that. I thought you had turned off. And you can't get a shot? Like, I'm gonna shut this mech right off. Up to 27% chance. Yeah, no thanks. We're gonna see if we can't get her under... Could we? We're not dealing any damage to ourselves. Well, we might shut down anyway. Nah, we'll chill it. He critical, the mech's off, but that's okay. We were kind of expecting that.
Engine shut down.
And the Zephyr will be able to move, which will allow him to... Oh, no, it's our turrets. What, really? Huh, cool. I didn't realize we... Oh, it's the Sleipners. I've forgotten all about them. So, ace pilot on that Sleipner APC. Yeah, shut down anyway. Well, I didn't know if I fired, if that would keep me so high over the red line that I wouldn't be able to get under it next turn, when I had a potentially better shot. So that was my thinking there. And they have so many long-range support units. Like, the number of just maximum range units is kind of insane. More LRMs going down on the LRM turret, but the LRM turret is strong-ish, kind of, sort of. Cross your fingers and hope it survives. We do have a shot, though. Lovely. It's not going to be a particularly good shot, is it? No, 35 is not awful. Unfortunately, he thought something over here was there. That's a bit unfortunate. He aimed where he was instead of where he was going to be. Turhan APC doesn't have a target. Didn't use sensor lock of any description. Avantis. Granite turret's getting shot at. That's not good. It's not a particularly big one. I suppose it's alright armored, but only a pair of SRM2s. Paladin has a short-range cannon and cannot actually get involved in any of this fight, and probably won't be involved until the very end. Getting some more sensor scans down in other places, though, so that kind of works out. Wait, what are you? Oh, a Mazdan 2. And another Manticore, what do you know? 60-ton vehicle over there, possibly another Manticore. There are so many vehicles on this map, jeez. Okay, we got the deep scans going down. Starting to call out the enemy, figure out exactly where they are. Taking away their evasion to allow everybody else to be accurate on things. And that Zephyr is just taking more fire. You've only got to crunch through 43 more Oh, you got the forward open. 3 health. 3. Oh, vital component. They got it. Alright, so that Zephyr's out of the fight. Now we're working on the Manticore. Although it's a pirate Manticore, so it's got a PPZ, so it's not quite as dangerous. Alrighty. Oh, we got unknown movement. 35-ton vehicle, zipping on forward. If we can poke out their eyes, we could be fine. Oh, we'll have a shot. 48% with the Clan medium pulse laser. Yeah, we're definitely going to take that, because we can still chill while doing that, so... Medium pulse away. 1 hit, 1 miss, and 2 misses. Well, it could have been worse. Could have been better, but it could have been worse.
Commander?
And turn this sucker back on. Woo.
Here we go.
Roulette is once again rocking and rolling. And sensor lock going down on a hunter. Ooh, the person who killed Apex. The Von T's rolling up. Opening fire with this big old cannon. He's out of his rocket launcher, so there's that working for us. But we do need to get some fire going down on pretty much everybody. So, we're going to do the multi-target. Let's cheese it up a bit. You, and you. I'm engaging every single one of you. Keep that at A because this actually has a reasonable chance of hitting. Go Bravo, go Charlie. Wait, why can I shoot at you? Oh, it's got to be one of my cannons, isn't it? Yeah. Alright, let's get everybody's attention. So we're just going to fire at every single person out there. You guys have enough head explaining. Well, the machine guns have proven to be quite difficult to work with. And I'm thinking specifically the clan Jenners with like the 80 light machine guns. Those are just ridiculous. Alright, so we've managed to get most of their attention, which is working for us because that will allow us to hopefully have to deal with fewer of them. Ooh, we're going to be able to get a full round of shooting at this Von T's with fairly decent accuracy at fairly decent range. Fire everything. Yes! Exposed! Come on, blow it up, blow it up. We took out his armor. Unfortunately, he still has 25 health. We didn't deal any damage to the actual underlying components. Okay, Mazden, I have shot at you. You must shoot at me. Or the defenders. That works too. As long as you're not shooting at the buildings for the next 5 turns, we're okay. And the Manticore. Also, we'll shoot at the buildings. That's probably a gone turret. Yeah. We were hiding behind it. It is no longer there. Could be a bit of an issue. Who is next? 60-ton vehicle coming in from behind. Probably a Manticore. Launching his LRMs. Yeah, LRM 10 probably. Or maybe more than that. Small military buildings starting to take fire. Unfortunate. We don't want them to. Because this game likes to not quite be honest with how many buildings actually need to survive before it'll actually penalize us for losing the mission. Although they have a decent amount of health on this one, so we might actually survive all the way through. Okay, up to our allied turrets. They will target the Manticore. Manticore is now fully selected. We can see it perfectly. Might be able to get a decent follow-up on it. And... oh, come on, this Von... yes, okay, the Von T's is out of the fight. They were able to follow up on our opening of his armor. So we've got 2 more in this group up here. Plus, I'm seeing 3. There's the 4th one of the second group. Hunter needs to be targeted, so he'll stop targeting other things. Although, he may count the sensor lock as being shot at.
Yes, Commander.
Ooh, Whisper, it's time for high speed. As fast as you can go. This thing is fast. There we go, that's the angle we want. 99 ones. Oh, it's lovely. See if you can't open them up.
Good to go.
Okay, you hit them with the heavies. And you're hitting them a lot of times in the front. 165 armor. That's going to be a little bit difficult to get through. Outside of PPC range, which is a bit unfortunate. Oh, there we are. We're inside of PPC range, which is very fortunate. And a 76% chance. Fire.
Firing a full salvo.
Oh, good hit.
2 damage. Damn it.
She missed on a 99-1. Yeah. Sometimes they just don't want to survive. Why are you shooting the Marsden? The Manticore is more exposed. Shoot that, please. You have LRMs. You don't need a line of sight. How much you got left here? We're looking at 55 armor.
Ready for order.
Can I get the Enforcer on target? That's the question. If I just stand here and we're to fire, what are we dealing with? We're dealing with a 99-1. I do not have shoot and scoot on this thing, but we're going to do it anyway. Broke it. Okay, Manticore's out. We've just got the Marsden up here. We're going to chill out with Paladin for next turn, though, because he's a cooking now.
Red line.
So, Turhan moving up. Turhan with his twin large lasers. Not able to touch him whatsoever. The Marsden has a pretty significant amount of armor, though.
I've got your back.
Alright, Sledge, let's get you rolling. Ooh, how not close do I have to be in order to get lines of sight on him? Unfortunate. That would be in the mid... Oh, I can sprint. There we go. Right on top of him. Hi, I'm not actually a king crab, but you can fear me like one. So, doing a decent amount of damage to that left side on his armor. He's almost down. Although, yep, he's got to swing to protect it. Hitting the Enforcer pretty solidly. It was a risk I was willing to take, and I'm perfectly happy to have made it. Mainly because taking out that Manticore was a huge amount of firepower. And armor, really. Okay, we've got 3 more units over here who have not actually seen us shooting at them. What's the difference between a PPZ and a PPZ? The PPZ I don't think has good accuracy. It's the pirate version, so it probably has more swing damage, less accuracy, and it might deal more sensors impaired. But it's pirate equipment, so it's probably not all that good. Well, that's a pretty significant miss right there, man. And we did manage to hit him there. Alright, so we're going to swing around with Whisper, come over here, blast him with everything we've got, and that should be able to do everything that we need. Oh, you are a proper Manticore. You're going to have the twin PPCs. Oh no, you're 100-ton mech, jeez. Okay, things just got a little bit more real. Marsden is now exposed and has been hit on the other side. Ooh, 154. Jeez. Whisper. Just as soon as that hunter finishes up whatever it's doing. So we've got a 100-ton battle mech coming in, which is a bit unfortunate. Or perhaps fortunate. An assault boss fight. Yep, pretty much. I'm more than a little concerned. So, do I open you up on this side or this? You are 154 on the left side. And 170 something from the other side. So, I can do 160 something. We're going to go for it. Pop up over here.
Good to go.
And let's torch it.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
Come on, hit everything in the same spot. No, you most certainly did not. Back arm was 205, so I figured it would be kind of ridiculous to try and make that happen. Roulette. More long-range firepower, please. If you just sat still and fired. 71, do it. We're going to just constantly cook this commando. Because it really can't quite handle the heat inside the Badlands. We'll move you into here so you're a little bit less... You're a little bit harder to hit. Override successful. Nice job. Oh, she is boiling. Turhan rolling up. Turhan shooting... Oh, no. Locking down the hunter. Paladin could move up and kill this hunter. Yeah, I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Oh, crap. No, I can't. The heat. The heat is a problem. Gotta shut off this cannon.
Position confirmed.
Paladin, what kind of pilot are you? Guts 5. Yeah, I can't risk that. Cannon off, medium laser off. We will vigilance. Let him move a little bit faster. And we'll get him right underneath the line here.
Locked on target.
Not 2 good hits. That's working out for us. We might be able to hit him before he can move. All these things just aren't cutting the time to walk and show us done. If he can get in time, he's only got 3 turns to get here. Although he did demolish a building in basically 1 round of shooting. So there is that working against us. Where's your armor? 63, 120. Yeah, we're going to get over here. Nope, I don't want to select Whisper. Whisper is already gone. Right here. Line up on the side. Kick on the Warlord. And see if you can't kill him. I think both of those shots went into the front. Oh, but we got him anyway. Good. So that's one of the supporting units completely destroyed. And now we can move on to this supporting unit. It's the Manticore. Large laser. Wait, a Manticore with a large laser? Huh? Yeah, that turret's dead. It's gone. We need these turrets, though. They're kind of important. They're very useful to have. Alright, so it's now 4 against 4, and we are trying to guard as many of these buildings as possible. A Brutus. Well, that's also unfortunate. Twin large laser, plus an LRM-20 and SRM-6s. Yeah, you're probably going to knock this thing down in one go, aren't you? 2 health? Survived? No. No, it did not. So now we've brought in the really heavy assault group. Now we have problems. And, of course, our 100-ton mech buddy. Luckily, he's not in range to do anything. He's going to shoot at the Brutus instead of locking it down. Although we may not have any more turrets that have sensor lock. Yeah, things are about to get ugly. Whisper is over the line, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so she's kind of can't do as much as I'd like her to do. That'll put him over the heat. Oh no, he missed, so we're good on heat.
Yes, Commander.
I would like to kill you. The problem is I'm staring down 2 very large and very terrifying things. Twin large laser, large pulse laser, pirate. So there is that. Hunter, where are you weak? Strong, kind of weak. Well, we potentially could kill him if we hit him in the back. The problem is if we do that, and we're going to do that. Step here. Vigilance. Hopefully you'll survive. If not, we'll build a statue. Of course you hit him in the side instead of hitting him in the back with that. Structure exposed. Unfortunately, it's on the wrong side. In order to get to that structure, we must... Okay, well, he's dead. He's just gone. Oh, goodbye. We knew you, and you shall not survive. Oh, look! It's a Marauder 2. It's a Marauder 2 pirate with a rotary autocannon 5. Okay, this could be bad. Pulse off, heavy off. Well, that does put us under the level, and I only need to get 15 damage worth. Makes more sense to fire the pulse. Because the pulse will fire 3 times, and I only need 1 hit to kill it. Got him. Okay, so he's out. Oh, did he have 2 heavy PPCs? I didn't notice. Let me double check. Because we're in trouble. Yeah, he does. Oh, crap. So... Hey, Roulette. Do you want to be a hero and headshot somebody from across the map? No? Okay. There's nothing Roulette can do. They're just way too far away. Yeah, I figured. Shut down. She will not be available.
Engine critical. Shutting down.
Turn in APC is going to shoot and hit the Manticore. Excellent. I mean, we're going to lose Paladin. He's dead. He's just a goner. Full speed. Sprinting 2 skulls, or 2 pips of evasion. Put us right here, because we're going to do... 1, 2, 3. Fire.
All weapons are go.
I'm hoping to just hit everybody and make sure that they shoot at us instead of the buildings. That way we'll win. Because they've only got they've got 2 rounds until they can do something. Okay, that's a pair of misses from a 51% chance to hit. Good job there, Sledge. And the Sleipners, I don't think they're... Oh, they are in a position to... Oh yeah, because he's an LRM Sleipner. Now the Shetons are coming hot and heavy. Unfortunately, yeah. He went over the line for 1 turn, and he's now baking. Manticore has a shot. He'll take it. Left torso. That's a pulse laser. Come on, survive. Oh, it's this one. Okay, that's good. That works, because we have armor there. We don't have much armor over here, but... Oh, stand tall, my enforcer friend. Hey, he's hot, and he's been pinged. Please tell me he's not unstable. Okay, he's not unstable. So the odds of him falling over have become much lower. Brutus shooting at the right arm. Why do you want my right arm so bad? Oh, because it's the AC-20 arm. Yeah, we're going to be right up against the line after this. Oh, not quite, actually.
Can't take much more.
That forward armor, yo. And a sensor lock going down to the Manticore. Gee, thanks. And here he comes! The Marauder 2. 1 hit. That's it. Okay, well, at least he's not firing his really heavy cannon. So the Manticore is now under fire, and we might be able to kill it, maybe? Cross your fingers. Paladin. Turn the mech on.
Systems back online.
Yes, Commander.
So, Whisper. Whisper must move at maximum speed. Have the lowest of drag. And we're going to go for it. We're going to see if we can't wrap him up for this last turn. All weapons on. Hope for a crit. Theoretically, we can burn through. Fire.
Affirmative.
Okay, that was the heavy laser missing there. So we're not getting through. Although she tried really hard with the pulse.
My mech.
And she didn't turn off. Okay, we're good there. Roulette.
Waiting for orders.
Turn the mech back on.
Go.
So the Turhan is on the move. The Turhan will fire. Sledge will try and rip open this Manticore if the turrets don't handle it for him. They did not. Okay, Sledge. The goal now is to kill a Manticore before it can do anything. 2 pips of evasion. Do I have enough for vigilance? I do. Lovely. So that will put him, hopefully, in enough defense in order to survive. And we killed the Manticore, so there's just 2 vehicles left. We have more than 4 buildings, so that should be okay.
Brave, I'll give you that.
Unless they each flatten like 3 buildings apiece. So the Marauder, it's a pirate Marauder too, also. That's kind of ridiculous. It's a lot of firepower in a very big package. So normally pirate mechs are kind of not super impressive, but that one, yeah, it is. Twin heavy PPC. Ow. Shot the leg. Don't blow off the leg, please. Oh god, there's still ammo in that leg. That's a dangerous problem. Oh. Hi. Interesting choice for your final move. Okay. He decided to punch an enforcer. Amazingly, he only did 42 damage. That's a successful mission right there. I was kind of not expecting that one. But we survived until the very end. Only 2 enemy vehicles left. Still 4 mechs intact, which I thought Paladin for sure was dead. But apparently not. Not bad at all there. You done good. Yeah, the base is secure with a 100-ton Marauder and a Brutus assault tank bearing down on it when we are basically at our wit's end. I mean, we get maybe 1 more turn of shooting before we're all dead. Well, no, that's not true. We'd probably lose Paladin if this fight went into its logical conclusion. We would take out the Marauder too, possibly by next turn, although that would require some pretty close maneuvering. Alrighty, so the Enforcer is dented. This is also dented. Lost a hand. Barely kept that PPC on. Just barely. So that worked out pretty good. So everybody picked up a pretty decent amount of experience. Oh, 10 turns are up. Well, time to go home. Yup. We have a pretty decent amount of supplies, too. Did we get anything super interesting? I saw the LRM-5 Narc. I'll look back at it in a moment. So the difference between a PPZ and a PPZ. PPC scrambles targeting computers for -3 accuracy, plus 50% critical hit to deal with this weapon. Weapon can vary between plus or -10. Weapon damage falls off to 25%, -2 accuracy, recoil of 4, and is volatile, so it will explode. And the PPC deals 20 less damage, and doesn't have most of those effects. It doesn't scramble as much, it doesn't deal as much damage, but it's more accurate. So, PPZ is interesting, but a little bit temperamental. Fusion Core 240, I could use them. They're very nice fusion cores. They're not 250s, which would be even better, but they're something. Heatsink, lots of heatsinks. Warfare suites of any kind. TTS energy. I could use one, but I'm not sure what mech I would put it in. We've got 4 things. Oh, we've already got a Phoenix Hawk 1K part. I think we want the pirate mediums. Take you. Take you, just in case we can build more. Pulse Pirate is 1 evasion pip ignored, +1 accuracy, weapons damage plus or -2. 100% to deal with criticals, yeah, I'm grabbing that. I mean, it's kind of hot, it's 45 heat, but then again, large pulses generally are pretty hot. Issue 1, because the enemy is bringing reinforcements, I imagine a fully IC spec hunchback, a catapult, and Jenner, and a Centurion rocking up and killing the Marauder. We could probably kill the Marauder. Maybe. Possibly. I have moderate confidence we could take the Marauder. I'm grabbing that 240 engine. Pretty decently sized. We'll rock with that. And an additional 13... Oh, crap! No! I just saw it! Oh, gosh darn it. It's right there on my screen. And I didn't even notice it. The gosh darn Guardian ECM. I scrolled through this and I was looking for it and I didn't see it because I didn't think it was going to be in a fusion course. Oh, please, RNGesus, please be nice to us. No. Yeah, I missed it, Raider. I didn't see it before I clicked the button. I scrolled right by it. It wasn't until I pressed it and looked back at the list that I realized it was there. That sucks. That keeps the white in the garage for a little while longer, unfortunately. Alrighty, so if 0.998 does not drop by Monday, or by Sunday evening, really, because that'll be the latest that I can do, would we want to see a Battlefleet Gothic video, a Voodoo video with him doing some of the flashpoints, or just something else? I'm not really sure what. I mean, we could just do more Starfleet Command until 998 drops. We could just go back to Starfleet Command every single day. I'm not necessarily opposed to that. That's how we started. Keep in mind, though, if we did do the Battlefleet Gothic thing, it probably would not be normal. Okay, so 2 people are down for the Battlefleet Gothic 2 vid. Okay. Unless there's people who have other ideas about things. I don't want to go back to Starburst. Her campaign ended on day 1200, like exactly. So I kind of want to keep it there, just because it looks like a nice rounded number of 1200. So 113,658 to repair that, but actually we still got paid. So not terrible at all. Managed tasks. 28 days on the Enforcer. Jeez. It's going to be down there for... Oh, that's possibly because it was on the bottom. Alright, let's go to engineering, ship upgrades. And... what do I need for this? Oh, am I still working on Mech Bay 3? I thought I had it. Okay, we're gonna chill. Just let the clock work on. Quick check, yep, we do have enough cash for this. Sentinel and the Jenner are complete. We need to fix up the... Sentinel. Flashpoint would be fun to see, considering buying it. I've never heard of BFG2, but it... I haven't actually played Battlefleet Gothic 2 yet. I played Battlefleet Gothic 1 during the beta. Me and my friends used to play it a lot. And then when it actually came out, we kind of stopped playing it, which ironically was the exact same way that we played Battlefield 3. We played it absolutely, like, a ton of it during the beta. And then when the game actually dropped and we lost all our progress, we kind of all stopped playing it. Oh, some of us still kept playing it, but most of us dropped. Alright, let's fix up this, because we have a hand in storage, I know. I know for a fact that I have a random hand around here. There we go. Put it in there. Fix up that PPZ. Or PPC. Lock him down. Alright, so that'll be the end of... Well, I'm waiting for the Enforcer to be done. Also, because I want that Mech Bay 3. He's filling a stop autocannon, like keep working at it. No lasting consequences. But if you managed to do something interesting to that autocannon, I would have been really happy. Even though this is the last Sledge. But we're gonna wait until Mech Bay 3 is done, just to say that we had it. 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hey boss, we've just completed those.
So we got Mech Bay 3. We have the capacity for all, was it 18 mechs? Yeah, 18 mechs. And storage. So that brings Sledge's campaign to an end. He has seen a great deal, although I'm not quite... We're on day like 600 and something, might be 700 something. So he didn't get to the end of the campaign, but that's because Star Wars was kind of the main barometer for that. But yeah, he fought hard. He did quite a bit of good work. The sort of background story was that Sledge was Punisher, because Punisher didn't actually die, he just snuck away. Or at least that was what some people were positing. And I thought it was a fantastic idea, so that's kind of what we ended up going with. We had a really good time with this one. Yeah, I'll miss them too, but I'll keep their save files for sure. We may come back to them at a later date. I'm not sure. Because I still would like to see what would happen if we took them all the way to the end. The only problem is that the difficulty that we're currently set to is based on Lance, and that doesn't let you train up new people because it's based on your mechs and not on your actual pilots. So next campaign in version 998, we're going to by planet difficulty level. That way we can more manage how difficult things are going to be. So when version 0.998 comes out, that will be when we start up the new campaign. Until then, I will be doing Battlefleet Gothic videos. They're not going to become a main thing on the channel. I don't have a time slot to fit them in at. But when 998 drops, we will go back to the regular schedule of Monday, Wednesday, Friday being RogueTech, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday being Starfleet Command. And we will start up a new stream campaign on the first Saturday that 0.998 comes out. There will be a whole ton of new mech models, which I'm super excited for. If you ever want to just get a glimpse of it, go to the Reddit BattleTech mods, and you can look through and just sort by, or just look through for people who have posted different mechs. Pretty much every single one of those has made its way into RogueTech. So we will have archers, we will have ice ferrets, we will have direwolves, we will have timberwolves. It's going to be amazing. Also, it comes with it whole brand new rules to initiative, which is much more granular. Oh, and you did. Oh, yeah, that's well. So, for Starburst campaign, did you guys have anything in mind? But for the next, or not Starburst campaign, but for the main running campaign, feel free to drop any ideas that you've got. We will build the new stream campaign on stream, so make sure that you show up early and on time for that one, so that you can be a part of sort of setting up the entire company on that one. But yeah, if you've got any ideas, you can either throw them up in the Discord, or you can throw them up in a comment on any one of the RogueTech videos, either Starburst or for Sledge. And I will quickly get an invite up here. If you want to throw up any of the ideas that you might have, throw them in the Discord, which I've just posted a link to down below. I haven't done the clans. I don't want to do clans yet. I'm a big fan of intersphere fighting. It's kind of where I'm comfortable at, and with all the new changes that are about to hit, I think playing intersphere might be a better idea than going clans, mainly because when you play clans, the stakes are so much higher, because all the weapons are more accurate, all the pilots are more accurate, all the mechs are more accurate. It's just a much harder start, and since we don't know anything, well, I don't really know much about the new rules that got in place for things like initiative and sensor locking and all that, I want to do Intersphere just to make sure I'm comfortable with it. If part of the way through we get bored, which I don't see that happening, but if we do, we could jump over to the clan campaign, and if when we start our next campaign, we feel pretty confident in things, then we could try a clan campaign after that. But we're not going to do clan for the next one. Unless for the stream campaign, if everybody shouts for it, but I'd prefer not to. So yeah, I've been Tarak. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to receive a notification every time I post one of these videos, press that little bell icon. Leave a comment. What do you think about the next campaign? If you're excited for Battlefleet Gothic or not. I assume most people have no idea what that is, but still, I'm excited for it. And I will see you all in the next episode.